Time to add some spice to your nooner. Nooner funny. This is the place where big-time guests, bold opinions, and little cute doggies come together. This is Rothman and Ice.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus, the #1 rated windows and doors in Columbus.
And here we go. Welcome in to another edition of Rothman and Ice. I'm Matty Ice on the board. Doing his thing per usual is TLC. And today, ladies and gentlemen, to my right, I got a former Buckeye wide receiver and a Grey Cup MVP by the name of DeVere Posey.
Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
Hey, DeVere, go deep, man.
Depot,
That made the intro.
welcome back, baby. How you doing today? You good?
I'm doing great, man. Awesome. Beautiful day. God, I love my job. Get to come talk with you for 3 hours.
Oh, come on, man.
TLC, man.
Appreciate
Just
it.
Kick back.
Yeah.
Talk stuff.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Easy.
Looking forward to it, man. Always good seeing you. We did the show on the road a couple days ago for AR's Golf
Had a
Outing,
great time.
which was a tremendous time. Thanks to everybody again for hosting us out there. And today we're going to have some fun as well. So, folks, as always, on a hump day, any day, thanks so much for your time. We appreciate and love you. Our lineup for today, bottom of the hour, as always, on a Wednesday. We'll talk to Adam Schefter about everything happening around the NFL. 1:30. The former Buckeye linebacker, Bobby Carpenter. Maybe he could have played wide receiver. We'll ask him. He joins us
Please,
at 1:30.
please don't let him think he can play wide. Because Bobby would be like, I could have played wide receiver in a certain, no.
We'll have to ask him now. And then at 2:30, Jeremy Birmingham from The Beat does an awesome job covering Ohio State football and recruiting. He will join us in our final hour. If you miss those interviews, if you miss anything that we ever do, don't worry. You can always catch up wherever you get your podcast. All you have to do is type in Rothman and Ice. Everything we do from noon to 3. We'll be waiting there for you. Subscribe to the pod as well. We got a nice giveaway today, Depot, for the folks, because we're handing out 2 passes to participate in the Big Buckeye Kickoff Trivia Contest next Friday, August 29th at the O on Lane. This sports trivia, if you win this contest, you are going to get tickets to Ohio State in Texas next Saturday at the Shoe. So massive stuff there. Stick with us. If you are not the winner of the passes today, don't worry. We're giving them away for the rest of the week.
Yep.
And if you're not the winner Thursday or Friday, don't worry. You can grab passes for this event at 971thefan.com. Trivia will be at 1 p.m.
Yep.
next Friday, the 29th, and you got to get there by 12:30. So stick with us for the next few hours if you are interested in joining this contest.
I hope those people come prepared for that. TLC, Matty Ice, trivia right now. The only father-son quarterback duo at Ohio State.
Only father-son quarterback duo
Wow, I don't think I'm going to get this.
at Ohio State.
We can hold it.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, no, he just went to Michigan. What am I saying?
Only
I almost said Herb Street.
father-son duo to play
His son
quarterback.
played tight end.
That is true. That is true.
But that's not what the question was.
Depot coming.
Did Kurt Herbstreit's father play?
I don't know. Probably not.
Enlighten us, DeVere.
We don't have
What's
the answer.
going on? You came off the top rope with some trivia.
Wednesday. Here
Right.
we go. I love trivia. I just don't know the answer.
So I don't know.
Do you know the answer?
No, he does.
Is
I just
there a
have
father-son duo?
you know what it is?
Maybe this was a yes or no question.
I take it back. It's not quarterback father-son duo. It's captain father-son duo. It's captain. But that would have been even harder for you guys.
Brendan White wasn't a captain here, was he?
Captain father-son duo. I'm sorry.
Was William White? I don't even know.
You're talking the guys that were currently named a captain, or would that be a giveaway?
Well, it was Herbstreit and his dad. I'm just saying, like, you guys wouldn't have got that.
Holy cow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But it's captain father-son duo. That was the trivia question. I will get you guys on Ohio. You guys don't go and try and get Texas tickets. You guys won't win. All right? You guys won't win. You need Google. All right, cool.
I do. I need AI. And I could have used AI when I was back in school. That is for sure.
Oh, man.
My goodness, man, with these kids. But I know people that are in the kind of the teaching realm of life, and they can catch you doing that stuff now. So you can't really use AI to your benefit the way that I think you can.
Ohio State's first university in the country that says everybody has to. It's a It's not an elective. It's mandatory graduate. You got to take an AI course.
AI literacy.
Yep, AI literacy. Ohio State. They're
Okay.
leading the push on that as a college. Yeah.
I see the vision.
Yeah, there it
I
is.
see the vision. TLC, how you feeling today, big dog? You good?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I'm on that, day one of getting sick again.
Oh, no.
So, listen.
This
The
is
realization
like
of
the
I'm
third or
getting
fourth
sick. I know,
time.
dude.
What's going
Yeah.
on?
I never get fully sick. I just get half sick at double the rate. I think that's what I figured out.
I think I know what's going on, Depot.
Is he kissing him in the mouth?
One time,
This is not mono, no.
one time, he wasn't feeling well. He hopped on the air, and there was someone that reached out to AR and said that her daughter heard Cole on the air and thought that he sounded hot. So I think now he's getting sick on purpose
For the voice.
for the ladies out there.
There it is.
I think that's what's going on.
There it is.
Look, man, we got some temperature changes going on. It's about to be fall.
No,
There
you're,
it is.
and you're so
Hot
right.
pressure systems and cold pressure systems mixing and matching with each other.
It's right around the corner, TLC. It really is. Like,
And you probably still have that air conditioner on, and this is probably time that you crack that window at night. And let
You
that
know
AC, just turn that AC up a bit, crack that window. This is my wisdom. You can take it or leave it. That
I
electric
wish-
bill will decrease a little bit.
need some help with that because that AC's been booming.
That's what I'm saying.
The last few
So
weeks.
just crack the window at night.
Here's my problem.
Yeah.
With the way that my allergies are set up, that's not an option for me. Because the pollen monsters would just come into my room all night, and then I would wake up with like a swollen face, and my nose would be running all over the place and blush. I have the worst allergies ever. They've gotten better throughout the years. Like when I was a teenager, they were the worst for me. Like the absolute
Did you
worst.
play outside as a kid?
Yeah, because I was outside, and then I played a lot of baseball too.
Yeah.
So when that spring window of time starts, and you see the pollen, I call them pollen trees, the trees that are just have like the white everywhere, like the big trees that have like looks like it's just made of all white leaves. That is death for me when I see those, and that's when I'm like, I need to get to the pharmacy ASAP to get Claritin D.
Yep.
Like I'm that type of person when it comes to, so I wish I could sleep with the window open, but I just can't because I'll be hurting in the morning.
Yeah, it's definitely that time of year where that nose is getting a little sniffly. You might want to throw the hoodie in the car and have the sweats in case it gets a little breezy.
I looked at the 10-day forecast. We're talking next week.
We're on the decline.
Lows of 55,
Yeah,
highs of 74. Like it's here. We're gonna peak and valley with this thing, but those fall days they're trying to pop in.
I know you popping tags for a few of those flannels.
I got a couple fits ready.
hoodies. I know it's time.
I got a couple fits ready. I'm
Dust
ready.
off the Chelsea boots.
Yep. Or some people call them the brunch boots, right? You get those Chelsea boots going. They look nice with a little pea coat, little turtleneck underneath. That's the type of weather I'm looking for. Depot, we're 10 days away. We are 10 days away.
I'm getting anxiety over this because, like, I'm getting the ticket call. I'm getting, what are you doing? Snap, we're here.
Right.
And I've been waiting to be here.
And it's finally here.
Yeah.
This Saturday it starts week 0, but for everybody in Buckeye Nation, the excitement is, I'm sure, through the roof with what we're going to see next week. And I looked this morning, Depot, Ohio State still favored. They're favored by 2.5. So Vegas is anticipating or expecting a close game. And I was thinking a lot last night just about Julian Sand and where he is. And I was just kind of really digging in on how he got to this point and how good he was in high school. Obviously, you have to check that box.
You had to go back and look at the highlights?
Yeah, just now that he's the guy, right? Like, I really wanted to dive into, like, Julian Sand and how we got here. And obviously,
what did the film study, what did the Eye in the Sky show you?
That everybody talking about how special the arm talent is.
You saw it?
I see it. And it's a very quick release. It's very obviously accurate with what he was able to do.
Flicker or is it a throwing motion?
I see a little flick, which to me is not a problem. Like, I don't know if it mirrors exactly what we saw from Phillip Rivers. Like that type of flick, like that short arm look, but it's very quick. And from a wide receiver's perspective, I wanted to ask you how that can benefit a receiver when you have a quarterback that's not only accurate, because you absolutely have to have that, but a quick release. What can that do for a wide receiver?
Real quick, did you see all 3 levels on the throws? Did you see deep, middle, and
I did. I mean,
see sideways, lateral?
I saw it all. Like, I saw it all. And then you start digging into his 3 years, and it's, 7,800 passing yards over 3 years, 85 touchdowns to 10 interceptions for Julian Sand as a 3-year starter out there
He's
in
just out
Cali.
there willing and
just
dealing.
spinning it. He goes to the Elite 11 camp, which is, a big-time showcase for the top dogs around the sport, especially at quarterback. He wins MVP there, the highest-ranked quarterback in his class over guys like DJ Lagway now at Florida, Dylan Raiola at Nebraska. And so the resume itself.
So for every 8 touchdowns, he's going to throw 1 pick?
That's what he was doing in high school. And he might just be an absolute dude right away. But I went down a Julian Sand rabbit hole last night and just really wanted to lock in on who he was prior to committing to Alabama and where he is now and trying to connect some of the dots and what I'm hearing and what we've all been hearing over the last few weeks to just seeing it with my own eyes. And, Ryan Day, Coach Hartline, everybody over there, they've got them a dude, as we all know. Nobody, you can't play quarterback at this position if you aren't really, really talented. It may take a little bit of time, Depot, but when he does figure it out, I think this offense is going to fly high.
Oh, man, yeah, I think as he became the starter, Maddie, and when we left Little Turtle, my phone started ringing. Hey, tell me about this guy. And the more I talked, I did a deep dive too, and it's good to hear you say you did that. I think the thing that I saw was almost like I don't want to watch his highlights. I want to watch his game sequences, like his game log. Like you like to see him handle drives because he can will and deal it, and he's pretty accurate in a sense of keeping the ball moving down the field, keeping the rhythm, staying on pace, and for a young guy to just have that understanding on, hey, like you heard Ryan Day, just drive the car. What that means literally is take what you're given.
Yep.
And make the routine play.
Routinely, as Coach Day says.
All the time.
That'll get you to where you need to go.
All the time.
And so, 10 days away. Can't wait to see what it looks like. Not only Julian Sand, but all the other new faces that are trying to become household names. Coming up, did Arch Manning go straight Lee Corso?
Not so fast, my friend.
On his own grandpa? We'll talk about it next. It's Rothman and Ice right here on The Fan.
Winners of the prestigious Platinum Microphone Award every year, given to the best radio station in the world. No need to look it up. It's real. The Fan.
On Jackpocket, America's #1 lottery app. New customers opt in and get a free lottery ticket. Download the app and start ordering lottery tickets today. Use code VOCAL. That's code VOCAL on Jackpocket. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 18 or older. Jackpocket is a lottery courier and not affiliated with the Ohio Lottery. Opt in for $5 in non-withdrawable lottery credits that expire in 168 hours. Terms at jkpt.co/draw5.
This is the Duke's country song. It's a song about the best mayo. It has a yellow lid, and its full name is Duke's Mayonnaise. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang.
At High Bank Distillery, they believe every pour should tell a story. Their Whiskey War spirits tell the story of Prohibition in every sip and was awarded the best blended whiskey in America 3 years running. Enjoy High Bank's nationally recognized spirits distilled right here in Ohio. Drink the best. Forget the rest. Learn more at highbankdistillery.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877 Cars for Kids.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Hey guys, it's Timmy Hall, and I want to talk to you about the roof over your head. You know that thing that protects your house and everything in it? It's pretty important, and a lot of you are going to have to replace it soon, but be warned. There are companies out there that skip over the biggest part of the process, the attic ventilation. You see, if that attic doesn't have proper circulation, it can cause problems such as mold and rot. You got rot, and not to mention leaks in the wintertime and higher AC bills in the summer. This is one of the reasons I'm telling you about my guys at Victor's Home Solutions. They start with a free 21-point roof inspection, including a thorough inspection of that attic as well. They know that if that ventilation isn't right, that roof's going to be built on a shaky foundation. That's why every Victor's roof comes with a well-thought-out attic ventilation plan, and that's why they can offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. Money-saving discounts and financing incentives are also available. Call for your free 21-point roof inspection and get that estimate today. 866-VICTORS or go to victors.com.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Right now, our full line of fresh Tyson chicken is on sale. Select varieties or buy one, get one free with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Morning Juice is now live on YouTube. Join Bobby Carpenter and Jeff Thidoff weekday mornings from 6 to 8.
Just search 971 The Fan to catch the live experience or watch on demand.
The Fan.
Got a teen athlete? Then you know putting in the hours is all part of the game. But did you know the same goes for learning how to drive? Because just like playing a sport, learning to drive takes practice. The only difference is the stakes are even higher. 50 hours of practice time driving with you? Worth every minute. Gear up at teachyourteentodrive.ohio.gov.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Could see a stray shower or two out there. Most of us, though, remain dry with a mix of sun and clouds today and cooler with our afternoon highs getting into the upper 70s. For tonight, partly cloudy with lows into the upper 60s. And then for Thursday, we'll see skies partly sunny with our highs getting right around 80 degrees. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with your 10 weather impact forecast.
Bet365, the official online sports book of Rothman and Ice. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Miss a minute of Rothman and Ice? Check out the podcast.
Type in Rothman and Ice wherever you get your podcasts. Download and subscribe.
Back to Rothman and Ice.
Welcome back in. Matty Ice got DeVere Posey in the house today, bottom of the hour. We'll talk to Adam Schefter about all the things that are cooking up in the National Football League as we are just a couple weeks away from the NFL getting going. So, exciting time of year, that's for sure. Depot, I saw today that it was National Bacon Lovers Day. You're a bacon. Are you a bacon guy? You in on bacon?
Okay. It's the candy of meats.
I was going to ask you this. What is your favorite way to consume bacon?
It is thick sliced.
Okay.
Give me a little honey and brown sugar, or you can just do brown sugar, whatever, either or. Yeah. And then oven.
Okay.
Oven.
Okay. I've never had that.
Yeah, bacon and made in the oven.
I've never had that. It sounds amazing.
So you put bacon in the microwave?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm getting the foil out, and we're putting that thing in the oven. To me,
all right, so you put it in the oven.
Yeah, so I've never done like the honey drizzle or what you were talking
just
about.
Just the brown sugar with the thick
I've
cut?
never done that before. That sounds amazing.
You've been to First Watch? The $1 million.
Okay, similar to that.
Yep.
So my favorite way to consume bacon is on a cheeseburger.
Okay.
Like that is the best way. Bacon, you can do so many great things with it, but you give me a nice barbecue bacon cheeseburger.
Have you ever had bacon and guacamole?
No.
You're into it, though.
I'm not, because I'm not a guacamole guy.
Okay, forgot you're not a green
I'm not
guy.
a guacamole guy. I can't
but bacon as a crunch on anything. That's what you're talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
The crunch. Just the
yes.
That's what you're looking for.
Yes.
The crunch.
100%. TLC, your favorite way to consume bacon?
This is a good question, man.
How do you like to get down?
I'm down with some breakfast sandwiches for sure.
Breakfast bacon.
Okay.
Some BLTs.
Yeah. Somebody might be about salad bacon.
Bacon, egg,
that works.
Tomato, whatever.
That works. Are we
Belts.
going croissant, bagel, biscuit?
Probably just toast, to be honest with you.
Okay, you're going just toast. Yeah, you get a nice breakfast sandwich going. Little bacon, egg, and cheese. Yeah,
that'll start the day right on a weekend.
That's a win. That's a win right there. That's a win.
Do we have some like fall type of weekend breakfasts? I don't know.
Fall type
Got some pumpkin loaf.
Because that's where like soup season starts to come into play. But that's not like breakfast.
No, it's not.
Like chicken noodle soup at night.
It's a win.
Yeah.
To win.
Well,
Loaded
you're
baked
watching-
potato soup.
Yeah.
You need some chicken noodle soup right now.
Yeah, you do.
And some milk.
I can take some.
A little Robitussin, maybe.
Some hot tea.
Something like that.
What's this? Everybody hates Chris. The mom just putting Robitussin for everything. Chris just got hit by a car. Damn, I'll get the Robitussin.
That dude's made a nice little career. I don't know the actor's name, but
he kind of came back a little bit.
Yeah, he really did.
He
Pop
disappeared
up
for like
over
a
the last few
decade,
years.
but
he's been doing some.
whoever that
pretty
kid
good things.
was, I don't know. He's got 3 names, I think.
Is he in Abbott Elementary, or am I making that up?
No, you might be right about that.
Yeah,
You might be right.
And that show's popped off, so yeah, he's doing well for himself. So last week we had Archie Manning, the grandfather of Arch Manning, come out and say, Depot, Arch isn't going to the NFL after this year. He's running it back. He's going back to Austin after this season, and he's going to do at least 2 years at Texas. And so that was like, okay, you hear that from Archie. You kind of take that as, it's a pretty strong comment, and I think it's believable when you hear it from him, like a family member, right? A member of the bloodline. Arch yesterday spoke to the media about what his grandfather had to say, and here is what the starting quarterback for Texas said to the media.
Arch, your grandfather gave an interview where he said he expects you to be here next year. Is he right?
Yeah, I don't know where he got that from. He texted me and apologized about that, but I'm really just taking it day by day right now.
So there it is. Now you have him on record. He does have a couple years left of eligibility down there. We shall see. Big picture stuff. We know Depot, a lot of people are high on what he can be, not only this year, but when he gets to the NFL, what he will be. But I think if you're Arch, it's good to now kind of put this to bed, right?
Yeah.
Like, you have this cleaned up.
Yeah.
It is what it is, and he'll get to that when he gets to it. But, yeah, pushing back against the grandpa, it was a little surprising to hear that. Now it seems like the family's on the same page.
Just for clarity, everybody, like, this is Cooper's son. This isn't Eli or Peyton's son, and he's not who he's named after.
Yeah.
That's his granddad. So Cooper had a different life, a different type of experience with football than his brothers did.
Mm-hmm.
And he played wide receiver. And for him, thank God that's why Arch Manning is more athletic than his uncles, right? His dad played wide receiver.
Yeah.
But he could have a different plan for his path, right? Like, he could be looking at this differently. Like, I mean, obviously grandpa is grandpa, but football is it's a different world.
Yeah.
But the thing I do like about the Mannings, they believe in quarterback development. They practice it annually with their Manning passing camp. I mean, they're like a staple in terms of quarterback development, and it's something that is undervalued. People have the type of skills that, they can play at this level, but development is tough. And I think this Manning family has that figured out.
It's what Eli and Peyton did.
Yeah.
Both those guys stuck around for a large amount of time in college at Ole Miss and Tennessee. So I won't be surprised if that's the pathway he wants to follow. You used the word athleticism when you talked about Arch.
Yeah.
And it's a real thing.
Yeah.
And that, I can't wait to see how Steve Sarkisian, not only in the Ohio State game, but in every other week after that, uses Arch in that way, because he does have some pop to his legs. This isn't a guy that, in short areas can make people miss. Like, to me, he has a little bit of long speed in his game. Can he run away from guys in the secondary when they face the elite programs like a Caleb Downs? We shall see. But it's a real weapon, and that's something obviously Matt Patricia is well aware of, and it's something too that I think that we'll see next week, where he hits you with an RPO look. It's something that you have to respect, because he can pull that ball and do some damage with his legs. So he's got the arm talent as well, but it's something that I'm sure Matt Patricia is a little concerned about, is how they're going to bottle him up, because that's something I'm sure Steve Sarkisian knows he can go to a lot to bail out his offense if things aren't flowing the way he wants them to flow.
Yeah, 3 S's in a row is tough.
Yeah, Steve Sarkisian.
It was sure Steve Sarkisian.
Yeah, I don't think I can say his name 3 times in a row.
That name is tough. But I think, Maddie, as Ohio State's defense, right, I think about the Lathan Ransom hit on Arch, because we talked about that game pre-game, and we said, this is where we believe he comes in, because we haven't really battled a dual threat quarterback this season. It could be a place of weakness for Ohio State's defense. Ohio State's defense knocked that out first quarter with that hit, but if that's a normal routine tackle, this is still a threat that you have to deal with in that game late into that third quarter, to where they were still driving the score and make this game a real game. So you look at Texas and what we have to deal with, we still have to put a cap on that. We still got to bottle that up immediately. And then also extending plays, like there's being able to run, let's just say it like this. There's Lamar Jackson and then there's Pat Mahomes.
Yep.
He has a little of both, right? And I think you have to cap him in when you say, hey, let's keep that athletic downfield ability that can pick up first downs, and then also extend plays. And now you got to get those coverage sacks. So he is a real threat there.
Can't wait to see both quarterbacks. That's going to be the headliner all week next week, and we'll talk about that Monday through Friday, leading into Saturday afternoon. But another thing that I'm very excited to watch on Ohio State's side of things on defense is that when we get to money down, right, those third downs in the first half, I can't wait to find out about Bo Atkinson and C.J. Hicks now in this role, who's been around for a while, Kenyatta Jackson, those guys that have to hunt quarterbacks this year. That's your assignment. Obviously stopping the run, but getting off the field on third down is such a big deal. And the game last year showcased in a critical moment. You got a defensive lineman in Jack Sawyer that created historical moment with that strip sack that led to a touchdown. Who are going to be those guys this year? Because I think the secondary, I think it's going to be a really stout unit, along with that linebacking core with Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles, and some other guys that I'm sure will get some playing time. But that's one of the big question marks is next week is finding out who are going to be the guys that can create static within the pocket when they need to.
Yeah, and it has to happen in a big way. I think more importantly for this defense, what you're looking for is what I'm looking for, but I'm also looking to see Matt Patricia's system, his usage of this talent, what he's seeing. Because sometimes, right, like you got a guy like Jim Knowles who could say, hey, like this guy, and it's not even to say like, he's this way. He's looking for personnel for certain positions. So he's looking for skill set qualities from like a checklist manner. Patricia is like the exact opposite to where I need to know what I have, and then I'm going to build around them. Like they are used to, for the last 4 years, say, hey, you have to be like this to play versus let me help you play faster and give you these tools and this mindset and this terminology and this philosophy. I'm so excited to see what he brings, the pressures, how he's going to, as a defensive coordinator, like, just like, I'm back in college one. I get to play in like 1 verse 2 or 1 verse 3 out of the gate.
First game.
I get a sweet quarterback to go after. Like, we have to, because as a defense, you get hyped for a quarterback that can throw but you also know I get paid when I sack this guy. I get paid when I pick this guy. I get paid when I throw him on the ground. So, he's going to have some stuff dialed up. Yeah. Like some twist.
Got to.
Some blitz.
Make him as uncomfortable as you possibly can.
It's going to be so much fun to see.
It is. It's going to be an absolute blast next Saturday over at the Shoe. Coming up in 2 minutes, Adam Schefter, the ESPN NFL Insider, joins us right here on The Fan.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
For over 20 years, Purple Wave Auction has been the trusted leader in online auctions, offering the easiest way to buy and sell equipment. From bulldozers to backhoes and combines to cranes, we host multiple weekly auctions in construction, ag, and fleet equipment. With our no reserve format and sell where it sits approach, you can bid on local equipment without waiting for far-off auction dates. Get registered for free and start bidding today at purplewave.com.
You may play the Ohio Lottery, but how well do you know the odds? True or false? When more people play Powerball or Mega Millions, the odds of winning a jackpot are worse. It's false. The odds for draw games don't change. The game design sets the odds so your odds stay the same no matter who plays or how big the jackpot is. The only thing that is worse is the number of coworkers expecting free lunch if you win. I mean, how many tacos can one man buy every Tuesday? Learn more about common lottery myths at ohiolottery.com/knowtheodds. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
All the
folks at Buckeye, night or day.
The kitchen drain has had enough. The toilet's called it quits. Drains are clogged throughout the house. I'm gonna throw a fit.
Clogged drain, no problem. It's 93 or free. I'll clear any drain or you don't pay with a 1-year guarantee.
It's 93 or free. Guaranteed.
Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Rothman and Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
NFL Playbook with ESPN's Adam Schefter.
Sponsored by Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365.
All right, welcome back in. Going to light up the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline and bring on Adam Schefter, the ESPN NFL insider. Shefty, happy hump day, my man. How are you?
What's going on, man, guys? How you doing?
Good, doing well. Got DeVere Posey in the house with me today, Shefty. I want to start in Pittsburgh and start with a former Buckeye, Cam Hayward. The latest with Cam Hayward and the Steelers trying to get a deal done. Shefty, are they any closer to getting a new deal done?
No progress there, and that's going to create another interesting situation as opening day and opening week approaches because Cam Hayward has said that he's willing to retire. I mean, I don't know. We'll see if that winds up happening or not. He's going to have to make a decision. He's scheduled to make this year, I think, about $16 million. Maybe it's $14 million. Trey Hendrickson's at 16. And so they haven't made much progress, is my understanding. And that's going to leave Cam Hayward frustrated and facing a decision about how he wants to handle his football future. Is he willing to walk away from the money that he's scheduled to make? We'll find out. He's coming off a great season, been a great player, been the kind of guy you want on your roster. And Pittsburgh has not been able to get a deal done with him. And, again, we'll see how that one shakes out here.
Absolutely. Shefty, want to go at the quarterbacks, and as we're coming down to the end of camp, I was cut 7 times, so I know these dates. I know the 3 cut dates, and what happens with these waiver wires and people getting picked up. We're entering that time frame of Black Friday. The New York Giants, the Cleveland Browns have an overage at quarterback, but you got teams like the Saints who need depth at quarterback. What kind of moves do you see happening here in the next 2 to 3 weeks?
Yeah, I don't see the Saints trading for a quarterback. They've got 2-3 quarterbacks on the roster, and what's interesting to me is that the Saints think they're going to be a good team. I think a lot of people don't think they're going to be a good team, right? And so they have Spencer Rattler, they have Tyler Shuck. One of those guys is going to win the starting job. They're the only team that is really not announced or named its starting quarterback for opening day, or the only team we don't know who's going to be starting on opening day right now. That'll probably come down to the last preseason game. But I don't know that they're looking to go add somebody. It's not like they're going to go trade for Patrick Mahomes and bolster the position and improve their roster. I think what they have, they have. Mm-hmm. And, any guy they could trade for would just be a lateral type of move in their mind. So maybe they add somebody that they could develop, but I don't think they're thinking like that. I think that they feel like Rattler or Shuck will be called upon and they'll do a good enough job, and they're going to lean on their guys. That's what I think.
We're talking all things National Football League with the ESPN NFL insider, Adam Schefter. Shefty, I want to ask you this when it comes to the Trey Hendrickson situation, because I know Trey spoke to Laura Rutledge and he highlighted again the guaranteed money aspect of this deal and that being the hang-up. What's your gut telling you? Do you think the Bengals will budge? Do you think they're going to move off of that stance? No, you think the team is dug in and they're not moving?
Correct. That's what I think right now. Yeah. And by the way, they have not moved. They've been very set in their offer, and they think that that's fair. And so, I think it's going to be up to Trey Hendrickson to figure out, okay, I'm willing to take this offer, a modification of this offer, work around it, or I'm going to retire. I'm not going to play. He has been very clear. He has been very clear publicly in saying that he's not going to play this season for the $16 million that's due to him. Now, again, whether that's right or not, we'll see. But that's what he has stated publicly. The Bengals owner has said he believes him, We'll find out if that's true. But I think, if they can't get this deal done, then clearly Trey Hendrickson's going to have some decisions to make here, and we'll see what he decides to do. Like, it's not all that different than Cam Hayward. At least there's an offer on the table, a big offer. I don't know that Cam Hayward has that, but both guys are going to have to make decisions about how they want to handle it if the deals can't be worked out.
Absolutely. Sam Darnold, Justin Fields, and Geno Smith, Russell Wilson, Joe Flacco, all these guys, we're going to see Joe back in those uniforms, but new uniforms for these guys, new opportunities. From the preseason, I really like what I saw from Geno and just it's kind of scary, the talent that they have with tight ends there. And I think out of all of these guys, I'm really excited about the Raiders and for a new veteran, play starting quarterback and what they have. What are you seeing out there through training camp, Shefty?
Yeah, I think that you have to be excited. They have an elite talent at tight end in Brock Bowers. They have an elite talent at running back in Ashton Genty. They have new, fresh blood in the coaching staff with Pete Carroll. So, there are some elements that they have that are working in their favor, unquestionably. They obviously have some things that they still need to improve on. I think there's questions about the defensive line, the offensive line, but they have some building blocks to start to build around, and they're in a tough division, so we'll see how that works out, but I like the direction they're headed.
So when it comes to Terry McLaurin, is his issue with the deal that was proposed to him from the team, is it the annual average salary, or is it more of the guarantees like Trey Hendrickson? What's the hang up there in Washington?
Well, I think that they have not found a common ground on the total deal. Terry McLaurin's looking for a deal in the low to mid 30s. I think the Commanders are somewhere in the low to mid 20s. They're just a ways apart. Terry McLaurin, I think, views it as that he's worth as much, if not more, than DK Metcalf, who got $33 million a year from the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're in the same draft class. Terry McLaurin has statistically outperformed DK Metcalf. He's been a fixture in Washington. He's respected. He's beloved in the city. So, he has all those things going for him, and that's his argument. And the Commanders would say, okay, well, Mike Evans got $24 million. Cortland Sutton got $24 million. I think we view you're a great receiver. We want to resign you. That's where we see your value. So I just think that they're apart on their values right now.
Absolutely. Can you take us over to Indy? And just what's going on the offensive side of the ball. Obviously, had a big quarterback battle announcement came out. And then, you got Jonathan Taylor. He's not going through contract stuff this year. I think he's primed for a big year. They're going to really ride his coattails. What are you seeing over there at Indy and getting Daniel Jones behind center?
Well, I think they're hoping that stabilizes the offense and provides a measure of improvement. They've been through so many different quarterbacks, and Jonathan Taylor is a highly paid running back, and he obviously is a key figure, if not the key figure, on this offense. And I think that they believe that by having Daniel Jones and getting guys in the right place and calling the right plays, they could ignite the offense and unleash Taylor. And I could see why Jonathan Taylor is poised to have a great year if he can stay healthy.
Shefty, going up to Minnesota, on social media today, there's been some things floating around that maybe the Vikings are interested in trading for a wide receiver with the Jordan Addison situation and Justin Jefferson's health. I know he's been working his way back and may be back. Are you hearing those same things, that Minnesota is interested in acquiring a wide receiver?
At this time of the year, I think there are a lot of teams looking at a lot of areas. Justin Jefferson's coming off a hamstring injury. Jordan Addison's out the first few games. Jalen Naylor hurt his hand or his wrist. So they're clearly banged up at the position. If they could find a wide receiver to add, they would. I spoke to one team this morning that has an excess of wide receivers, and they're like, Minnesota hasn't been willing to offer draft picks in return. So I'm sure they're looking at wide receiver. I don't know what they'll wind up doing and who they'll add. Maybe they'll claim somebody off waivers, but at this time of the year, there's a lot of teams looking to upgrade a lot of positions. Everybody's sifting through rosters. Everybody's trying to find the next DeVere Posey.
I love it. I wanted to ask you, would you draft me in your fantasy draft? Did you have your fantasy? Did you have your fantasy draft yet?
DeVere, I took you a couple of times way up high. You know, and,
I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry. Look, thanks for calling in every Wednesday for us.
I had big hopes, and it just didn't work out the way that you and I wanted. But I still think you're doing a great job.
Oh man, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, life has been good since I said no to football, man. It's all good. But that fantasy time is around the corner. And in all seriousness, are you excited for this year? Do you have anybody you're eyeing that's gonna have a big year? I'm not. I haven't been invited to any leagues. So, and I'm saying that on the radio station. I work at the Fan, and nobody is invited to me to any fantasy leagues. I'm just gonna say that.
We can change that.
It's all right. Okay, it's cool. It's all good. It's good. You played last year. You invite me.
We will invite him. Shefty, any fantasy sleepers for you this year?
The best thing I would say is I did a huge fantasy section on my podcast last week with Field Yates. Did a huge fantasy section of my podcast today with John Hansen. Going to do a huge fantasy section of my podcast next week with the guys from Established. So, in all honesty, I give you names, but they are lengthy discussions. That if you're doing a fantasy draft, I would just say listen to the podcast.
There you go. Research.
There you go. Hey, Shefty, one last quick question for me when it comes to Tampa Bay and their wide receiver room. A lot of people seem to be excited about Emeka Egbuka and what he can be for them. How confident are they that Chris Godwin's going to be ready to go out of the gates for them?
Yeah, it sounds like he's a candidate for the PUP list to start the season. So I don't know that he's going to be ready to start the year. And they lost Jalen McMillan to IR with a neck injury. That's not great. So a team that seemed rich at wide receiver at one point now has a few injuries there, and we'll see how they navigate that. But Emeka Egbuka has been the hit of camp. They've looked great, and I definitely think that he's worth taking in your fantasy drafts.
Yeah, it's good stuff. All right, Shefty, as always, we appreciate your time, my man, and we will talk to you next week.
Guys, have a great week. Thanks for having me, and I'll talk to you soon.
Appreciate it. There he goes, Adam Schefter, the ESPN NFL Insider, was joining us via the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Coming up next, one of the biggest voices in the NFL has voiced his concern for the Cincinnati Bengals, specifically their defense. You'll hear that next. It's Rothman and Ice right here on The Fan.
We know everything about you. We know you love the Buckeyes. We know you love the Jackets. We know you're wearing a red shirt. Just freak the hell out of someone. The Fan.
Men, summertime is here, and that means vacations, summer barbecues, outdoor parties, camping, beaches, and so much more. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you're like many men, you may not be feeling like yourself this summer. Perhaps your energy is low and you aren't sleeping well. Maybe your workouts aren't as good as they used to be. And if what I'm describing is you, it's very likely you're suffering with low testosterone. But low T doesn't have to affect you anymore. Just call Tri-State Men's Health, get treated, and see how it changes your life. If you're like most men, you'll feel so much better. Deeper sleep, improved vitality and clarity, greater strength and energy, and an enhanced sex drive as well. So call us. Just $99 gets you a PSA and T-test and a medical consult. And if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654. That's 800-900-9654. Or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices across the tri-state area to serve you.
I'm here with my friend Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers. Bob, I hear you guys are having a big sale.
You know it, Common Man. Can you believe it? We're celebrating our 25-year anniversary.
August 19th through the 23rd, you can save up to 60% off in-stock jewelry.
And we'll have surprises and giveaways in the store all week long.
25 years of Capace goodness. He's my guy. Remember the dates. August 19th through the 23rd. Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington. WorthingtonJewelers.com.
From sold-out stadiums under Friday night lights to more than 100,000 screaming fans on the banks of the Olentangy, America's football capital is right here in OHIO. But the greatest players and coaches of all time live in Canton at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. It doesn't matter if you spend your Sundays yelling "Hoo Day" or barking like a dog from your seats in the pound. A trip to the Pro Football Hall of Fame should be on every fan's bucket list. Plan your trip at ProFootballHof.com. The Pro Football Hall of Fame. Ignite the passion, relive the glory.
The dog days are the best days to save at Coughlin Kia, Central Ohio's largest volume Kia dealer. Get 0% financing on any new Kia EV, Sportage, or Sorrento, or 1.9% on a new 25 Seltos or K5. Visit CoughlinKia.com.
Coughlin has the car for you.
based on January to December 2024 retail sales at all 4 locations. 0% for 48 months equals 2083 per 1,000 financed. 1.9% for 48 months equals 2165 per 1,000 financed. All manufacturer incentives to dealer. Prior sales excluded. Dealer financing required. Residency restrictions may apply. See dealer for details. Ends 9/2/25.
At Baths R Us, we believe home improvement is life improvement, and that starts with the team who brings your vision to life. Our installers aren't just skilled, they're experts.
This is who we are. This is what we do all day, every day.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement, or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate, or go to bathsrus.com. 380-225-2284. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
It's almost time, baby. The national champion Buckeyes open up the season against Texas.
Live coverage from the shoe starts Saturday, August 30th at 6:30 with the kick at noon.
Always and forever your home of the Buckeyes. The Fan.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could it be lower testosterone?
Lower T.
Happens to most guys after 40. I was in the same boat until I started using Nugenix Total T2.
Total T2, the new one I've seen on TV.
Yep, it's the next generation testosterone booster for both free and total testosterone. It's packed with even more man-boosting power, sending nitric oxide levels skyrocketing in just 3 hours.
It actually works?
I feel like I'm in my 20s again. I've got more energy, better results in the gym, and things are even better in the bedroom. Send them a text and get a complimentary bottle.
Text now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the #1 testosterone brand at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, absolutely free. Text Sizzle to 369-369. That's SIZZLE to 369-369. Sizzle to 369-369.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Cosby Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Always as tender as a well-done steak. This is Rothman and Ice.
Preseason, so I feel really excited about where our defense is at. We go against them every day. It's tough. We'll continue to fix the things we can fix from the preseason game. We'll look at the tape and assess where it's at. But again, I practice against them every single day. Love where our defense is at. There's a lot of things that give the offense a really hard time right now, so we'll just continue to build off of that.
That is Zach Taylor, head coach of your Cincinnati Bengals, coming out of the Washington Commanders Bengals preseason Week 2 game. That was his reaction. Depot, do you think he really feels that way? Because I would never expect a head coach right now to throw his defense under the bus publicly. For me, it's hard to buy what he just said after what we saw. So before you give your reaction on all of this, that was Zach Taylor after the game. Troy Aikman, obviously on the broadcast for Monday Night Football with Joe Buck, he was on TV, and here was his reaction to where the Bengals defense currently stands after what he saw against the Commanders on Monday night.
I just don't know how this team can be good enough defensively. We saw what happened last year, that they can accomplish what they want to. And as we talked about, they've wasted some good years with Joe Burrow, especially last year when he played in an MVP-type season.
So two completely different takes from two guys that were in the building to watch what happened. One on the sideline in Zach Taylor, one up in the booth in Troy Aikman. On a scale of 1 to 10, how concerned are you right now about what you've seen from the Bengals defense?
I mean, I'm really concerned. I mean, not only do you not have the Trey Hendrickson deal done, but are you sure Shamar Stewart can give you Sam Hubbard production, who's just recently retired, right? So, like, there are other holes there that still need to be answered. And to be real with you, like, there is a point to where what Zach Taylor is. It might seem sarcastic, but, I mean, you have to kind of point it out. Like, we're doing this again. Like,
right.
We're doing this again.
Same thing we saw last year. It felt the exact same way. And, look, there's no Trey Hendrickson out there. He is obviously a really, really good player that can help close the gap just a little bit and help your offense gain some extra possessions with what he can do on the defensive side of the ball. But we were just a few years ago, we were talking about this defense and how solid they were week in and week out. I mean, remember how highly thought of Lou Anarumo was, and he goes into an offseason as one of the top head coaching candidates in the sport. That has faded away. They were one of the units that found a way to slow down Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs, which was quite the question for a lot of teams around the league. And so you have just
and Tyreek Hill at that time.
And Tyreek Hill, right? And so that was just a massive deal. And to see the defense and where it's been, not only last year, but right now, like, I'm concerned. I am very concerned. And yes, we can talk about how elite the offense will be and how they're going to go out there and score 30-plus points a game, which I think they're capable of. I think watching the Bengals do their thing on offense is one of my favorite things to watch when they're not lighting up my Ravens, right? But other than that, it's a sexy style of offense that they play with the home run hitting ability that they have. But when you're an opposing team and you know how much firepower they have, and that combined with how bad their defense was last year and could be this year, what we're going to do is, if we have the ability, we're running the heck out of the ball. We're running the heck out of the ball to limit the touches that Joe Burrow can have. So that is my concern, is teams are going to be able to play keep away with this run defense and the defense as a whole, and you can have the best offense in the league, but at the end of the day, I don't think you can get done what I think they can get done if they had a middle-of-the-pack defense, which would be a true Super Bowl contender. I can't see that if they go out there and do some of the things that we saw on Monday night.
Can you see the Bengals management having a stance of, you guys wanted all this money on the offensive side of the ball, so kind of figure it out?
I would hope that that's not their stance, because to me, it's a no-brainer.
But they've made those decisions like that's how they feel. Like, we let Bates go. It's just like year in and year out, you guys don't invest money on the defensive side of the ball, even to the point to where you're even so cheap that you're being petty with a rookie's guaranteed money. Like, it's a repeated behavior that has happened on the defensive side of the ball specifically since Joe and Jamar and them have kind of entered their tax brackets.
So what's going to have to happen now is that you have to hope that not only this year, but in the next couple of years, you have young stars that emerge on defense. Because with the money that you're talking about, they're not going to be able to spend a whole bunch of coin on the defensive side of the ball and get really good star players. A lot of times, those players don't come available in free agency anyway, right? Like the guys in their prime that are available. We might get some of that with Micah Parsons. Who knows? They'll probably end up hitting him with the franchise tag a couple times if it gets to that point. But you got to draft and develop on defense. That's got to be their big thing, is the Shamar Stewarts of the world and some of these other guys that they drafted not only this year but in the previous years. You got to have that level up. And the example I always go to is exactly what we saw from Philadelphia last year. Philadelphia found 3 gems on defense a season ago. 2 of them in the draft, and Cooper DeJean from Iowa and Quinyon Mitchell from Toledo. And then they found an absolute rock star in Zach Bond at linebacker last year. There was an all-pro type of guy, but the 2 rookies specifically,
the 2 draft years before that,
they built it out, right?
I mean, even the 3 all the way back to Nakobe Dean, Nolan Smith.
So they've been building this thing, and then you get last year with those pieces that I just mentioned that really just make you a terrifying.
But they built the defense in the draft.
They built it, and that's what Cincinnati has to do the way Philly did when they spent money on Jalen Hurts.
Howie is the standard, right?
He is the standard, man. This dude is really aggressive. In the draft, and he and the Eagles do an awesome job of that. I know, TLC, you had a clip from Dan Orlovsky as well, and he weighed in on his concern for Cincinnati right now as well.
Dude, the Bengals front office and team and coaching staff has to be in full-on panic mode. That was terrible last night. It was terrible last week. It was terrible last year. They're worse, it looks like, right now. Bad gaps. Bad angles. They look slow. These guys are running into each other defensively. No one's got any gap leverage. No one's got any angles. They in Cincinnati blamed all of this on Lou Anarumo from last year, their old defensive coordinator. I know we want to come on TV and talk about the quarterbacks. This is scary in Cincinnati right now. This is way bigger than just Trey Hendrickson. They've already wasted a year, and it feels like they're going to waste another 2 or 3.
Really unfortunate. Troy Aikman, Dan Orlovsky touched on the same thing. When you have a guy as special as Joe Burrow is, you don't want to look back at these years where he's in his prime and feel like we wasted it because one side of the ball didn't hold up their end of the bargain, and it feels like we may be headed down that same path.
Oh, man, it's just unfortunate, man. Jason Williams, have you been watching this content from Jason Williams? And I'm following me on this. Jason Williams, a basketball player, what he does?
White chocolate.
No, not Duke Jason Williams.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jay.
Yeah, mint chocolate.
Yeah.
But seriously, like it's like when you listen to him on this, he's breaking down like business side of things, but he did one interested, and it's kind of been messing with my mind for a bit. He did a Michael Jordan one. He talks about how people got on him for ruining a franchise, but what they talked about was Jordan was able to amass crazy amounts of money by staying on the treadmill of mediocrity and not having a luxury tax, right? Like as an owner, being able to say, hey, like I took Charlotte's brand from Bobcats to Hornets, re-energized merch sales. He made that gap. Obviously, the Jordan logo's on everything. Anything merged Jordan Hornets has sold in that area. And you talk about as an owner from a standpoint of, can I run this team at a mediocrity level to where the stars are going to keep the seats filled, but I know how much I have to make. Because one thing I realized about the playoffs, too, here's the thing about the playoffs, too. Like, you still got to pay people, right? Like, so like a team that, like the Cowboys haven't had to play, much playoff bonuses at all. And so when you look at that and you talk about just keeping a team here to where I can make money, you just wonder if that mindset is at play with the Bengals in terms of, hey, like on this defensive side of the ball, I might have to waste a couple years of Joe and Jamar's contract before I put that money on the side of the ball because I'm upside down so much, and I know it's a crazy thought train, but you got to think from that standpoint.
They made their bed. They got to lay in it. To me, you pay Trey Hendrickson and you figure everything else out from there. Last time you were here, or actually 2 shows ago, we did a Heisman draft. Today, what we're going to do is an Offensive Player of the Year draft in the NFL. We will do that next. It's Rothman and Ice right here on The Fan.
Here's a quick 10-second reminder that the Buckeyes have won the Natty. Also, we are all the games, and we always will. Thank you. Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan.
Hey, guys, it's Timmy Hall, and I want to talk to you about the roof over your head. You know that thing that protects your house and everything in it? It's pretty important, and a lot of you are going to have to replace it soon, but be warned. There are companies out there that skip over the biggest part of the process, the attic ventilation. You see, if that attic doesn't have proper circulation, it can cause problems such as mold and rot. You got rot. And not to mention leaks in the wintertime and higher AC bills in the summer. This is one of the reasons I'm telling you about my guys at Victor's Home Solutions. They start with a free 21-point roof inspection, including a thorough inspection of that attic as well. They know that if that ventilation isn't right, that roof's going to be built on a shaky foundation. That's why every Victor's roof comes with a well-thought-out attic ventilation plan, and that's why they can offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. Money-saving discounts and financing incentives are also available. Call for your free 21-point roof inspection and get that estimate today. 866-VICTORS or go to victors.com.
Matty Ice here from McDaniel GM Superstore in Marion. I recently brought a brand new Chevy Trax from McDaniel GM Superstore. It was by far the best car purchase I have ever made. And right now, you can get a 2025 Trax at McDaniel GM Superstore for as low as $20,995. They will treat you like family, just like they treated me like family. They're just a short drive north off Route 23 in Marion, or you can visit McDanielGMSuperstore.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
He opens his toolbox before he opens his wallet and believes you can fix anything with 20 minutes and some pride. He's Mr. DIY, and when he needs metal, he goes to metal supermarkets. Artists, hobbyists, machine shops, maintenance professionals, and welders all count on metal supermarkets for over 8,000 metal products, shapes, and grades. If it's metal, they've got it or can get it for you. Cut to any size and ready fast. Visit the family-owned franchise on North Wilson Road or Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 3 trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Another reason to choose Hinderer Motor Company for your next vehicle. This is Justin Hinderer. Every vehicle comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty, award-winning service, and our exclusive Carvenience. We pick up your vehicle, service it, and return it so you save time and enjoy peace of mind. That's Carvenience. At Hinder Motor Company, we take care of everything so you can drive worry-free. See why we're the best choice for your next new or used car by visiting hindermotorcompany.com.
Hey Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions, and yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
Grown-ups, don't go back to school. Go forward through school into your future as an IT professional. Whether you're starting out, switching careers, or a veteran ready for change, My Computer Career can help you get into IT in just a few short months with no prior experience. So take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu. Your rewarding career in IT awaits. That's mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the VA benefits.
Need assistance with door and window projects? The Home Depot can help. From inspiration and materials to ordering and installation, our free millwork virtual apron service can get you moving and doing. Plus, we speak Spanish too. Our associates can help you tackle complex jobs without you leaving the job site, saving you time and money. Call us at 1-833-HD-APRON or visit homedepot.com/MVA. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon, I'm Tyler Danberg. Ohio State football continues to prepare for its August 30th clash against Texas. Tight ends coach Keenan Bailey and his unit will speak to the media today in the final fall camp availability. Today, the PGA Tour announced the creation of a future competition committee to spark significant change to the sport. Tiger Woods will chair the 9-person group that also features baseball executive Theo Epstein. On the diamond, the Cleveland Guardians face the Arizona Diamondbacks at 3:40 in Phoenix. Pitching prospect Parker Messick makes his MLB debut for the Guards, who are now third in the AL Central. Cincinnati Reds and Los Angeles Angels close out their series in Anaheim. Nick Martinez starts for the Reds, who go for the sweep and are one game out of the third NL wildcard spot. Coverage on the Fan starts at 9:08. This update is sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local, drink High Bank. Breaking sports news on the Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Anthony once ran the table on the World 9-Ball Champion. Coincidentally, Maddie is out looking for a magic 8-ball. Signs point to this is Rothman and Ice.
Welcome back in. Little programming shift on the fly here. Usually on Wednesdays at the bottom of the hour, we talk to our guy Bobby Carpenter, but we're going to do that right now. BC, what's up, my guy? How you feeling?
Well, Matty, you're a real pro. You're a flexible guy, able to slide in and out, Maybe with or without the lube, which is key. So.
See, I didn't know. I thought this was.
I do what I can.
This is.
I just try to get the job done, Bobby. However, I try to get the job done. Hey, earlier in the show, I misspoke and I said at 1:30 we're going to talk to the former Buckeye wide receiver Bobby Carpenter, and then I stumbled into this thought. I said, I got to ask Bobby. At any point in time, did you ever play wide receiver, or do you think you could have played wide receiver?
So my sophomore year, I did play wide receiver. I was a linebacker/wide receiver because I was about 6'2", about $180. So, I mean, I had to talk my dad into letting me play running back at the end of the year. But I was a skinny dude that would, run around. But I did have a nice number 13 on before Odell Beckham was rocking it.
Nice.
I was rocking the 1-3 out there on the perimeter. Now, actually, I'm rocking the tarmac here. We're sitting here in front with the F-18 Super Hornet for the Blue Angels. That's going to take me out here in about the next 30 minutes. So
wow.
I had to bump it up a little bit. Yeah, this thing it goes 1,200 miles an hour, so it's fairly fast.
Are you scared?
AJ told me, I've seen the GoPro of AJ's experience on there because he did this and the Thunderbirds, and he threw up and passed out about at the same time. So I was like, I should be good. He goes, don't really eat anything. So I haven't done that. Just had some water all day. And then I asked the guy who's sitting in the back, the crew chief, how have you ever been sick on this? He's like, yeah, a couple times. I'm like, how many hours? I've flown this like 40, 50 hours. I'm like, so you're telling me you think I'll be fine? He's like, well, it can happen to anyone. So I think I'll be good. I'm excited for it. It's going to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and we watched Top Gun here earlier this week, so the kids are juiced for me too.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be awesome, man. Definitely. If you can get content and hold your phone that fast, please do. Or if they have like a phone stand in the Blue Angels.
They got a GoPro.
They got a GoPro? Oh, yeah, I can't wait.
We got Tyler down here. We're documenting this whole thing.
That's okay, nice.
This is a deal now. Yeah,
nice.
We're ready to go.
Man, I wanted to ask you a question, Bob, because I always like to talk pro comps with you. And since I was at Ohio State, you've been around and you've seen guys come in and become what they're going to come. For Julian saying, I've been like struggling with the pro comp. I've thrown out Breeze. I've thrown out Baker Mayfield. As his elite attribute in what I've studied and what I'm hearing and confirming is his ability to get the ball out fast, make good decisions, and be incredibly accurate and just make the routine play routine. What are you seeing, and who's his pro comp for you?
Yeah, the pro comp thing is always interesting because, it's like no two people are exactly alike. I do like your Breeze comp. When Breeze was younger, he could move and run a lot. You always just remember guys at the end. Like, dude, you're 40 years old. You're obviously not as athletic as you were.
Yep.
But Julian moves well, probably similar to Breeze. You can pull up his Purdue highlights. Like, Drew would pull it down and run it now when it was there. He's bigger than Breeze. I mean, he's like probably 6'1.5", probably 2. I think Schleg's pinned him at 208. I mean, it's a very specific number, but I mean, that's what he's been doing for years is training guys and looking at them. And so I honestly really like that Breeze comp. Like, he's got a quick release, poised dude in the pocket, has a good feel for it, moves it well, ball looks really good coming off of his hand. It's just a question for me. I mean, it's not a question. It's just the inexperience, and it was going to be that way with Lincoln, who's got a little more experience in the system. But, dude, you're opening up. There is no MAC school or, Grambling State's week 3, there's week 2. I mean, you're opening up with Texas, and they've got an elite secondary. You beat them in the semifinal last year. So, like, this isn't something where you can just, as Bill Parcells would say, you can't just put your toe in the water.
No, he's the only quarterback in history that's starting in a top 3 matchup for your first start. Like, this is he has an opportunity to become a legend. Like, but by all means, I don't know if this has happened before.
I think I saw a stat where first-year starting quarterbacks in opening day games are 0-18 against number 1 team in the country. Now, with that being said, I doubt there's been a lot of like big-time matchups on week 1 like this. So you're probably looking at a lot of some different ones over the last 25 or so years. He's got what it takes, and the best thing about it for him is he's got a veteran offensive line. He's got a lot of guys coming back that are starters. You've got a great receiving core that is going to be really good. The tight ends are really good. You've got some younger running backs, and CJ obviously transferring in, but you've got talent over there. So you don't have to go out there and be, Tony Romo running around making plays and Pat Mahomes. Like, dude, you can be a little bit of just take, a grind day would make your layups. Go out there. You're going to make your layups. Complete the slants, complete the balls you should complete, and hopefully we keep you out of bad situations with our play calling and your decision-making is good.
Bobby Carpenter joining us here on Rothman and Ice. Bobby, I mentioned earlier, like one thing outside of Julian, what he's going to look like in Arch as well in the game next week that I'm really looking forward to seeing is the guys on the D-line for Ohio State that have to hunt on third down. But another thing I'm very curious to see is Brandon Ennis, now that he's been named the captain, which is a tremendous honor. We know Jeremiah is the top dog when it comes to the pass catchers, but just talk about Brandon Ennis, Bob, and what you feel like he can provide this year.
Well, you just watched him last year, like even in a reserve role, when he'd get out there. I mean, Brandon, Schleggs always would say that him and Jermaine Matthews, he goes, they need like 5 pit bulls tattooed on their stomach because they just got like a bunch of little dogs inside them just trying to get out all the time. Like that's B.I. is that guy, man. He is a tone setter in the biggest way you can imagine. And even though Jeremiah Smith is arguably the best player on the team and in college football, like you wouldn't know that with B.I. and his confidence and just how it pours into everybody else. Like he's the consummate hype man for everybody. And then when you put him in there, hey, you need him to block, he's going to knock someone's head off. You want him to run the ball, he'll do that. You want him to catch it underneath, you want him to catch something deep, like he will get it all done for you. And that's what you love about a guy like that. I mean, that's why he was voted captain, because he's just a guy that literally will do anything. And so I love him. I love the way he works. I love the way he trains. And what's amazing is you look at his physical attributes, like he's not exceptional at anything. And so I told the sports science guy, I go, Brandon Innes can shoot your sports science thing to crap. Like, there's nothing where you look at these scatter plots where he's like an outlier in any of it. He's just a grinder and a really damn good football player.
He has that thing you can't measure, man. I love it. The intangibles. I wanted to ask you, Bob, just about Sonny Styles and Arvell Reese. We were saying, like, man, we haven't seen a combo like this since, Bobby and AJ, and you go back to Marcus Freeman, Laurinaitis days. I mean, I know you guys. I stood next to you guys, and I've stood next to those guys. They're more like two versions of Andy Katzenmoyer. So how are you looking at their size and stature, the way they're moving, and what people are going to see this year coming from these two guys?
They're both guys that are long, athletic, they can run, they've got great football IQ. And what's really great is they've got Peyton Pierce in there, which James is kind of called the third starter, because you got to have three guys. You got to be able to rotate. And then there's also games where, like, you're going to probably see some three linebacker stuff out of Matt Patricia, because if you got guys that can play and contribute, you're going to have that. And so Arvell and Sonny, they give you versatility where they can line up on the end of the line of scrimmage. They can be a rush guy off the edge. They can both drop in coverage. They're athletic. They can fit the run. Like, when you have guys that can do Swiss Army knives, you don't need to bring any other tools. You can just move them around, and it's really hard for the offense to kind of figure out the look.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Cannot wait to get it going. Game week is already here, or almost here is what I meant to say. BC, as always, my man, we appreciate you. Stay safe out there.
Hey, great clock integrity, Matty. You have a great show.
I try. I do what I can. I do what I can. Man. There he goes, the former Buckeye great Bobby Carpenter joining us here on The Fan. The Fan High School Football Game of the Week is back this Friday as we kick off the season with Big Walnut taking on Bishop Watterson. Coverage starts at 6:30 and kickoff is at 7. After the game, it's Byers, Dublin, Subaru overtime with Ryan Baker and Lee Cochran. High school football is back on The Fan. Coming up next, we will do ins and outs with TLC. It's Rothman and Ice right here on The Fan.
The only workplace in America to participate in the Doorknob Fart Game. And we also play office basketball and sometimes do radio. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Common Man here. Our friends at Care Heating and Cooling in Lenox are feeling the love. They're doing something extraordinary for Central Ohio families. The Lenox Feel the Love program provides deserving families and individuals with indoor heating and cooling equipment as well as installation at no cost. You can nominate someone who you think is deserving at feelthelove.com. Nominations will be accepted through August 31st. Let's give back to our hometown heroes. Selfless neighbor, maybe who always puts everybody first. Community leaders like teachers, firefighters, and volunteers, or just families facing hard times. Whoever you think is worthy, send a nomination. As of 2024, the Feel the Love program has completed more than 350 installations with help of dealers like Care Heating and Cooling. Our friends at Lenox donate all the equipment, and Care donates the labor and materials, and the installs are done at no cost. Remember, the deadline is August 31st. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING or book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com. When you need a company you can trust.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
The Columbus Zoo invites you to follow the footsteps and the tales of animals from around the world. Explore our newest region, North America Trek. So what are you waiting for? Get your tail to our trails only at your Columbus Zoo.
The trash talk, the bad trade requests, the horrible reaches on draft picks. It's fantasy football time, and the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is giving you a chance to hold your fantasy draft in a fantasy location. On August 24th, host your fantasy draft party at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook, which will include a $100 dining credit, draft board, and swag. Visit 971thefan.com and sign up for your fantasy draft party package. Must be 21 years or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER for help.
The roof of your home protects what matters most in your life. Your family, your memories, your peace of mind. So when it comes time to replace the roof over your head, you need a name you can trust. Newman Roofing. Don't just take our word for it. Here's our friend Cindy on why she chose Newman Roofing over all the rest.
We had interviewed and talked with several other roofing companies around the city. The salesperson that came to speak with us was extremely knowledgeable, answered questions, took his time with us. We were happy to make Newman our choice.
And you'll have peace of mind knowing that on the day of the installation, we'll give you and your home the respect it deserves.
The guys arrived right on time. The crew leader came and talked with us, let us know what they were going to be doing. He was here all day with the crew. That itself was very impressive.
If you're thinking about your roofing or siding, give Newman Roofing a call today.
We were very happy with our experience, and we would highly recommend Newman to anybody we talk to.
Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof. Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
Buckeye Roundtable returns Monday, August 25th. Join Paul Keels, Jim Lachey, and Skip Mossick as they break down every aspect of Ohio State football. Oh, and a guy named Ryan Day calls in.
Presented by Burger King.
Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers!
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
An official message from Medicare.
I'm saving money on my Medicare prescriptions. Maybe you can save too. With Medicare's Extra Help program, my premium is zero and my out-of-pocket costs are low. Who should apply? Single people making less than $24,000 a year or married couples who make less than $32,000. Even if you don't think you qualify, it pays to find out.
Go to ssa.gov/extrahelp. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Then you are under siege. From the minute you hit adulthood, stress, bad sleep, junk food, screens, pressure, it all chips away at your testosterone, your energy, and yeah, your confidence. But no one tells you that. And no one tells you the benefit of screening early when you're younger. Research has found that maintaining optimal hormone levels prevents severe men's health issues later in life. At Columbus Men's Clinic, we fight for you. The tired dad, the high performers running on fumes, the gym grinders, the man whom online pills have failed. This is for every man, young and old. Forget pills from apps or emails. You need a real medical provider. A clinic that'll fight like hell to get you back in the saddle. Guys, the future is local. Real clinics, real specialists, real answers. Testosterone results in minutes, not days. Columbus Men's Clinic's friendly staff is on standby, ready to tackle your ED, your low T, and enhance your life. Call right now, 614-300-7400, or go to columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Could see a stray shower or two out there. Most of us, though, remain dry with a mix of sun and clouds today and cooler with our afternoon highs getting into the upper 70s. For tonight, partly cloudy with lows into the upper 60s. And then for Thursday, we'll see skies partly sunny with our highs getting right around 80 degrees. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with your 10 weather impact forecast.
Bet365, the official online sports book of Rothman Ice. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Rothman and Ice present In or Out.
Just a little of the old in and out.
All right, welcome back in. DeVere Posey in the building today. For our guy, AR, hope he's having a nice vacation. Because when you come back next week, AR, it's time to lock in, baby. It's game week. But for now, TLC will take over for ins and outs. What do you got on a hump day, big dog?
All right, speaking of next week, are you in or out on having show meetings live on the air?
In or out on having show meetings? No, I got to be out on that.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, where's your head at with this? What's going on?
Which day are we having Adam King on in the fall?
Well, I guess we're going to have a show meeting right now. I asked AK yesterday when we got out of here before he hopped on the air with Timmy. I said, what day works best for you? And he said any day. So, it's still up in the air. We will have Adam King on. We will have Adam King on tomorrow at 1:30, so don't miss the man that sits on the Iron Throne for
And we'll
TILT
have a
TV.
show meeting live on the air at 1:30
We
tomorrow.
will do that as well. And DeVere, myself, Dane, we will be back starting next Saturday for pregame show. We got a noon kickoff for Texas. So bright and early, you can catch us starting to cook at 6:30, and we will have Adam King on as well.
And am I correct in saying that every noon game you will be live in this studio?
I believe that is accurate.
Okay.
I believe that is accurate.
Because
So
those late season noon games where you guys are on at 6:30 in the morning, the sun's not out yet. That can get pretty cold out there.
tough.
Yep.
Tough. But yeah, looking forward to that next week.
Full transparency. Me and Dane were okay with it, but we work with a guy who is
don't let him lie.
He wants.
They were out there shivering just as much as I was last year. Now,
DeVere's like, I played in the CFL.
Right.
I'm fine.
I admit,
I'm good, man.
I admit, when it comes to freezing weather, I'm soft. Like, I admit it. I'm not hiding from it. Like, I want no parts.
Y'all know that's why they call him Matty Ice, because he's cold all the time.
All the time.
Yeah. That's why all three of us are wearing a hoodie on a day that the high is 79.
Well, I bring hoodies for this studio.
You have to.
I'll hit a U-turn and go back for a hoodie for this studio.
It's so real because I made the mistake a few years ago of not having anything, and I came in here and I was literally shivering for 3 hours, and I was like, never again.
Don't make it.
Never again. So if it's 95 degrees outside, you're going to see me with long sleeves on inside just because of how cold it is. But yeah, we did a little show meeting right now. We'll do it again tomorrow, and how many other days until we got to figure it out.
You in or out on saunas?
I was just talking to DeVere about this about 30 minutes ago. I was in the sauna this morning. I love it, man. It's amazing. It's a great way for me to start my day. Like, if I get to the gym, get to the sauna, 15, 20 minutes, whatever it is, like, I feel good coming out of the sauna, man. Yeah, I'm all in on saunas.
Yeah, I'm in. I got to figure out how to get one, but I'm in on saunas.
And when you say get one, like, fire up the gong. He's talking about in his own house. Like, that's the type of flex we're talking about.
Because here's the thing, like, you gotta do it regularly, and you have to have it at access. Y'all making me nervous, man. Stop.
Don't be nervous.
No,
Listen,
He said Cartesian earlier.
Yeah, sure, Cartesian. But you have to be able to have that access on a daily before you get the real benefit.
You're still running from the point that I made.
I know what you're saying.
You're talking about putting a sauna in your own house.
No, I'm not saying like put it in there. I'm like, you can have a sauna. You can get the tent pop-ups. You just need to have access to this daily sweat.
Okay. You will not be going to a gym to get in the sauna.
Probably not.
Exactly. That's all I was trying to get to. That's all I was trying to get to.
I'm in on saunas, except for that one day a month where I go in there and there's some joker without headphones on just blasting music by himself in the corner. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me?
I'm so glad that you brought that up because
it's not often, but it happens.
That is absolutely a party foul.
Just TLC. His phone gets on, overheats at that point.
I hope.
Right. I don't understand the people that have their phone on speaker or playing music in public settings.
Listen.
What are we doing?
No,
you know on speakerphone.
What are we doing?
You will hate me because I am a big speakerphone guy.
In public?
Not in public.
Okay.
I don't like holding the phone to my ear.
Oh.
But here's the thing. They left their AirPods at home. They left their headphones at home, Maddie. That's what happened.
I don't know, man.
Well, that's their problem.
We're at a place 2025. Like, I think every human has owned a pair of headphones by now.
I would hope.
You left them. You
think that's their excuse? No, you're being too nice. I think there's people that just don't care.
TLC, try this. When somebody's playing their music, just be like, you left your headphones, huh? That'll help you get through it.
But I'm non-confrontational.
Oh,
that's
you're just
problem.
pissed off inside.
Yeah, I just stare at people that do that. Like, are you serious right now, bro? Because there's a guy at the gym this morning that was doing that. Literally had music playing.
He left his headphones.
Actually,
just in the gym.
I don't stare at them because I'm scared of them because they are clearly fearless.
Maybe so.
And have no regard for anybody or anything.
Right.
You in or out on breakfast for dinner?
I think it's a rare occasion. It's not weekly, maybe not even monthly, but sometimes you're over surprised. Like, man, I'm gonna cook breakfast for dinner, and then you're eating. You're like, dang, that banged. That was good.
It hits
that was good. Yeah, it does.
does.
He's like, I'm happy I went through the
different.
effort of breakfast. Like,
Man, it's something, Depot, I might do once or twice a year.
yeah, right? Like,
But when I do it,
hits.
I go all out.
It
Like
hits.
you got to make the whole spread.
Yep.
Even if I have leftovers for a couple of days, like I don't even care.
Mm-hmm.
I am all in on breakfast for dinner. Like it's a good time. TLC.
Yep.
Are you in or out on football programs claiming national championships that are not official?
No.
Here's the thing.
Who did this? Auburn just did this.
Auburn added
Auburn did
4 of them.
Come on.
All right, y'all.
Now, 3 of them were from the 1910s.
Like really?
And
Okay.
another one was 2004, in which there were 3 undefeateds, and they were the odd man out.
Hey, listen. That's their natty to claim.
No.
Hey, you were too young. Stop. You were too young. You don't even know who Cadillac and
Yeah,
Ronnie
I
Brown
do.
and Jason Campbell. You don't
Yeah,
even know
I
these
do.
guys. You don't even understand how they dominated the SEC then. Bro, I'm okay. Here's the thing. If they can't claim these national titles, some Ohio States are up for question. Some are Michigan's for up for question. Because those voting AP ones, they're all shady. They're all shady. They're all shady natties. Now that we have a playoff system, like this system we do have, let's talk about it. This uncomfortable conversation of claiming natties. Because if you're mad that they're doing it, people who have claimed AP natties, you can still take that same anger towards them.
I hear what you're saying. I'm just not a fan. I'm out on this. For sure.
So are you looking at all of the other AP natties?
I guess I have to be if
You
this
have
is
to
my
do.
stance.
You have to.
I guess I have to be if
You
this is
have
my
to.
I'm out on that, but I am in on that Auburn team that you mentioned, those running backs, Cadillac,
That
Ronnie
team was good,
those
man.
dudes were nasty.
And it was here's the thing about that national championship was so crazy.
That national championship. Listen, he's already counting it.
No, Oklahoma got smashed in that game versus USC.
Yeah.
Jason White in AP's freshman year, they got smoked in that game. And you talk about the SEC wasn't like claimed to be the best league at that time because it was a lot of other leagues that were good. When you revisit that time frame and that Auburn team and what they did that year, people were surprised. Mm-hmm. They were surprised that they maintained that record and that they picked Oklahoma to be in that game and they got smoked. That's why that game to me in that year is always up for question. That was a crazy year.
You make a compelling case.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that Auburn would have beat USC?
I think so. Or they have just as much. Bro,
34 in a row?
They lost the next year to Vince Young, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yes, they were beatable. Like this. Okay.
But Vince Young was different.
Bro, Jason Campbell had a better career than Vince Young.
But I'm just saying, Vince Young.
Okay,
in the NFL.
stop. Yeah, he was a better player than him. So I hear you.
You're not starting your team with Jason Campbell over Vince Young when they were in college. You're not.
Bro, Jason Campbell was an undefeated. That's what I'm saying.
I know he was good.
Do you see why they didn't vote him now? You
a lot
see
of
why? Because
standing up here.
you're a part of the media.
He's fired up.
You're a part of the media, man. This is the reason why they get voted in. Because you see what? Oh, Jason Campbell. These guys are nothing.
I'm not. I said he's good. He was good. He was good. But Vince Young was a cut above, in my opinion. That's all. In college. That's all I'm saying.
Count it.
I love that Auburn got you fired up because they got you out of your seat twice.
Bro, this was something.
Put the Buckeyes on the back burner.
Well, no, because the AP natties are shady. Like AP natties are shady.
Yeah.
Like because you just anybody at that Texas Tech won. Oh, we in the national championship. Like anybody could do that.
I'm not disputing
Yeah,
what
but
you're saying.
isn't claiming national championships also shady? Just saying,
Yes.
hey, we won.
It is.
Uh-oh.
It's shady. It's shady.
Hey, man.
You know what?
Are you in or out on ordering the same thing every time you go to a restaurant?
Ooh.
It depends on the restaurant.
What's a place where you would get the same thing?
I'm that guy.
You are.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm gonna just get my usual.
Yeah. Because usually I try to talk myself into another item on the menu, and then I just get scared.
But
I'm
when
like,
you already know that you like something,
Right.
you're like, well, what if I just showed up here knowing I liked something
Correct.
and then got something else
Yeah.
and ruined my experience
I'm
when I
that
could have had
guy.
a guaranteed victory?
That's me, TLC.
It's
That
like,
is me.
why schedule Texas when you can schedule Bowling Green?
I love that. I'm with you on that. But I am about order with someone and split it, so you get both. Yeah, that's
that works.
the thing.
Best of both worlds.
Best of both
I can
worlds.
rock with that. Coming up in 2 minutes, We were supposed to do our Offensive Player of the Year draft at the top of the hour. That had to not happen because Bobby Carpenter joined us. We'll do it next in 2 minutes right here on The Fan.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
Oh, I can't believe we blew a 5-touchdown lead.
Sure, but you got to feel like they were going to win for almost the entire game.
But I was about to buy playoff tickets.
So you were prepared for a good time. That's pretty nice.
It's the worst loss any team has ever had.
And you got to witness history.
Okay, we're done here.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Brad's day is off to a slow start. So he heads to AutoZone, where batteries are as low as $89.99. Sammy, a local AutoZoner, tests his battery for free. Looks like he just needs a charge. And Sammy does that for free too. In no time at all, Brad is back on the road, ready to finish the day strong. Free battery testing and charging at every store. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Keep your summer fun going at Toyota's National Sales Event. Now through September 2nd, get 1.99 APR financing on a powerful new 25 Tundra or $3,000 customer cash. Excludes TRD Pro. Or you can lease a new well-equipped 25 Tundra SR Crew Max for just $419 a month for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Working your way through that honey-do list? That means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing and drain cleanings and repairs and all your heating and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your furnace or air conditioner. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain cleaning? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing issues? Call the Waterworks. Furnace repairs? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted neighborhood plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
Rothman Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Matty was a big Browns fan. Scratch that, we mean he's a big fan of the former Browns. Oh, yeah? The Baltimore Ravens. This is Rothman and Ice.
Welcome back in. DeVere and I, for the entirety of that break, just argued about Auburn and USC. That was fun. Good stuff. Right there, TLC, it's time. It's time for another draft. We're going to do an Offensive Player of the Year draft. Depot, we are removing Lamar, Pat Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and Josh Allen. You cannot pick any of those men. It's way too obvious. Those guys are in the MVP conversation. They probably won't be in the Offensive Player of the Year conversation. Let me hit you with this information before we start drafting. The last time a quarterback won Offensive Player of the Year, it was Pat Mahomes back in 2018. Since then, we've had 3 running backs and 3 wide receivers win this award. Saquon Barkley won it last year. So just a little information for you before we start drafting for Offensive Player of the Year. TLC, I'm sure you quote randomized a draft order today.
Well, I think you randomized the draft order because you're picking first.
Let's talk about it.
All right.
This is your first time.
It's my first time being number one.
The order of the first round, and it'll be a different order every single round, will go Ice, then me, then Depot, and I know that he's not going to like that.
Bro, I've gone third. I picked third every first round. Like, dog, it's just getting, I'm targeted.
You won the draft last time, though.
All right, let's go.
You won the Heisman draft. I'll give you that.
Let's go.
With my first pick at the Matty Ice headquarters, we're going to draft Bijan Robinson.
Oh, you little.
We're going to take Bijan Robinson with our first pick.
I'm sorry, what's his name?
Bijan. I'm sorry, because thank you, because he had to correct everybody. It is no longer Bijan. It is Bijan Robinson, running back for the Atlanta Falcons. That is who I'm going with my first pick. I think Depot will get a nice combination of pass catching ability with explosive runs this year. I think that offense will be a very, very explosive offense. And because of Michael Penix and the big arm that he has, I think he's going to run into some lighter boxes this year because they're going to be scared to death of Drake London and that crew right there. So first pick for your boy, I'm going Bijan Robinson down there in the A where the players play.
They need to win.
I like that.
They need to win And I don't think they need to win the division, but at least get close to Baltimore for Jamar Chase to win.
Okay.
And so, for sure, Bengals need to be a playoff team and preferably give the Ravens a run for their money in the AFC North at least. Yeah. I think Jamar Chase can do it. In fact, last season he had basically a 450-yard head start on second place in the receiving yardage category. So I'm going with Jamar Chase.
Here we go.
I love it.
The floor is yours.
Oh, man. I think rookie year was great. Great sophomore year. And it's something about this guy that I think he'll always just have production because of the Thunder balance. So I'm going to go Jahmyr Gibbs for round one. Had a breakout sophomore year, league high 16 tutties. I mean, you look at Gibbs and Montgomery. I think those two have like 50 plus touchdowns since they've been together. This is his year where he separates himself. I'm going with Jahmyr Gibbs, first round.
Okay.
Depot, stick around because it's you right now again.
Yeah. How about this, guys? I'm going to go on a limb here. And I'm going to go. Do we have one more flash from this guy? I mean, this guy was, to me.
I know who he's taking.
Oh,
Traylon
man.
Burks.
Yeah, nah. Like,
is he even on a team right now?
I don't think he is. I don't think so.
No, we've just had a little bit of nicks, little bit of things, but when that body's working right, he's special.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then he can possibly want some redemption. Christian McCaffrey, guys.
Yeah. Okay.
Ice, over to you.
Back to me. I am going to. I really wanted Gibbs. I was hoping you passed on Jahmyr Gibbs because I would have felt awesome about that. For my second pick in the Offensive Player of the Year draft, I am going to select one Puka Nacua. Give me Puka Nacua to put up some monster numbers. Now, I'm going down a bit of a dark path here because their quarterback's position right now is shaky at best. Their star quarterback in Matt Stafford's got a bad back already.
He's got your back.
He's got a right. Both Matts. We got bad backs going on.
Yeah.
I don't love that. And then behind him is Jimmy Garoppolo. So this is just all faith and obviously what Puka is. He's incredible. I love their offense, but Stafford has to be right. So I'm going to go with Puka, though, because I just think the upside is really, really good for him. And I think their team has a chance to be really good if number 9's under center week in and week out.
All right. Banking on this guy to be healthy back-to-back years is a fool's errand, and I'm going to be that fool just because I love offensive linemen, and he's got a great one. I'll do Saquon Barkley.
Okay.
I like that. Is it my turn to pick first?
So Saquon going back-to-back if that happens.
Okay, I did. I got you.
So it's me.
Back to you.
And, God, man. All right, I'll go with this guy. I don't think there's a tremendous scenario when he wins it, but he is probably the best at his position, and that's Justin Jefferson.
I like that.
So a lot has to go right, and I'm speaking of his quarterback in that case.
Yep.
So we'll see what JJ has. When I say JJ, I mean JJ McCarthy. We'll see what he has in store, but if Jefferson's healthy, I like his chances decently.
I like that. Who's up now, Cole?
You.
I was hoping you said that because I wanted to grab this guy before anybody did. After talking to Shefty earlier, scratch the name out. Daniel Jones just won the job? That means this is going to be a run-first offense, just like it was when Saquon entered the scene, right? When he was playing with Daniel Jones. Give me Jonathan Taylor, man.
Okay.
He's going to have a big year. No contract talks. He's had the full training camp. He's in shape.
Yeah.
He's going to show you what those dollars were given to him for. I'm going with Jonathan Taylor.
The pride of Wisconsin. Okay. No matter. The dude can go. We know that. Last pick for me. I am torn between 3 second-year playmakers. Ruma Dunze.
Man, you ain't believing that.
Did I say room?
You're wrong.
Let's investigate that.
Ruma Dunze. I definitely said Ruma Dunze. It's Roma Dunze. So I'm looking at 3 second-year players. and this is really, I got really good value for one of these guys because I think this guy has a chance to be the face of his team. Actually, two of these guys have that chance. Oh, man. I'm going to go kind of deep in the weeds here.
And look at your neighbor's house?
No.
Okay.
I can't guarantee that anybody in the world will be alive Sunday, so I can't guarantee who will be on our roster on Sunday.
Thank you, Kyle Shanahan. Give me Brock Bowers. Oh,
dang.
Yeah. A little deep in the weeds there.
Offensive player of the year?
Going Brock Bowers. I think he could be the best offensive player on their team, catch over 100 balls, way north of 1,000 yards as well. It's the touchdowns that I'm a little concerned about. And I think the perception of that team is Brock Bowers is by far their best offensive player.
Has Gronkowski ever won Offensive Player of the Year?
I don't know. I don't know.
Has a tight end ever won, man?
It's a great question. But this is going to be the year that changes if that's never happened. Give me Brock Bowers, baby. I'm going Brock Bowers. Offensive Player of the Year. I think he's that darn good.
I'm just going over the past tight ends. I don't know if any tight ends have ever won that award.
Hey, things can change.
Things can change.
Let's see.
Things can change.
I'm scrolling. I'm not seeing
Is it Jeremy
a single one.
Shockey? Is it Tony Gonzalez? Is it Travis Cousins? I don't know, man.
Hey, man. Just telling you. You know he's that good.
No, I know he's that good. It's Offensive Player of the Year is a pretty prestigious award, man. I mean, you got to touch the ball a lot.
He does. He does. Let me tell you what the man did last year, because you're not sold enough for me. You're not sold enough for me. So let me run this by you, okay, DeVere Posey? Because I know you like pass catchers. How would you like for a rookie tight end to come into the league, my friend, and bring to the table 112 receptions, 1,194 yards, and 5 touchdowns? Does that work for you?
That's
Especially when you have quarterbacks like Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew.
If that's the floor, I'll stay there.
And I think that is the floor.
That's the floor.
And I think that touchdown number, I think we can double that.
Yep.
I think we can double that. So a little bit of a wild card for me. With my last pick, I always like to go with somebody that's not high up in the odds.
Mm-hmm.
Give me somebody that's deeper in the weeds there, and that for me is Brock Bowers. I think he's in a situation where he can lead the team in catches, yards, and touchdowns.
Okay.
I think he could do that.
All right, let's recap. So, Ice, you got Bijan Mustard. You got Puka Nacua. You got
like that.
Brock Bowers.
Nice.
Depot, you got Jahmyr Gibbs. Well, then there goes our music. My bad. Christian McCaffrey and Jonathan Taylor. So running back heavy there.
Running back heavy.
And I got Jamar Chase, Saquon Barkley, Justin Jefferson.
There it is. There it is.
There it is.
We'll see.
Feel good about my draft. A couple of weeks away from the NFL season. Kick it off. Coming up next in our Buckeye Bulletin, we know how great of a leader Will Howard was last year. How's the leadership stuff going for Julian Sand? You'll hear that next from Brian Hartline. It's Rothman and Ice right here on The Fan.
We have so many local shows, I can't fit them in a 10-second promo. So let's just say we're live and local all damn day. The Fan.
Mornings can start feeling the same. Wake up, brush teeth, go to work. But with breakfast from Wendy's, it's like, wake up, brush teeth, Baconate with a breakfast Baconator. Roll with the sausage breakfast burrito. Buddy it up with a honey buddy. Or get seasoned with seasoned potatoes. And then go to work. Sorry. When you're ready for a fresh wake-up call, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here to let you know that the Clayton Homes Sign and Save sales event is going on now. Right now, you can save up to $5,000 instantly on your home purchases at Clayton Homes Sign and Save sales event. If you already own a manufactured or mobile home, call or visit to learn about their trade-in process. Upgrading your home might be easier than you think. Get the luxury, quality, and style you want in a beautiful, affordable home with energy-efficient features to fit your budget. With many floor plans to choose from, Clayton Homes is certain they can help you find the home you've been looking for. Terms and conditions for the Sign and Save sales event at manufacturedhomeoffers.com. Available only at participating Clayton Homes family of brand retailers through 8/31. Amount of savings may be limited. Ask for details. May not be available with certain financing. Lender restrictions apply. Value of current manufactured home trade-in toward purchase of a new manufactured home is determined by resale values in your area and final evaluation determination by home center manager. Deposit funds in addition to trade-in may be required. Visit local Clayton Homes near you or browse their limited time deals at manufacturedhomeoffers.com to learn more.
From sold-out stadiums under Friday night lights to more than 100,000 screaming fans on the banks of the Olentangy, America's football capital is right here in OHIO. But the greatest players and coaches of all time live in Canton at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. It doesn't matter if you spend your Sundays yelling "Hoo Day" or barking like a dog from your seats in the pound. A trip to the Pro Football Hall of Fame should be on every fan's bucket list. Plan your trip at ProFootballHof.com. The Pro Football Hall of Fame. Ignite the passion, relive the glory.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
The summer event is still on at Germain Honda of Dublin, and the deals are hot. Lease the rugged 25 Honda Ridgeline Sport for just $339 a month, or finance with an unbeatable 0.99% APR. Or drive home in the new 25 Honda Prologue EX. Lease it now for only $149 a month or 0% APR plus no payments for 90 days. Get the deal you deserve at Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road just south of 270. See dealer for full details.
Introducing The Fan 2. A totally different radio station is coming to 1460 AM, The Fan's HD2, and The Fan app. Your home for Bob and Tom mornings and Jim Rome in the afternoons. It all starts Tuesday, September 2nd.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter? Right? And the best part? They accept Discover. Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Rothman and Ice present Buckeye Bulletin.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Don't go through another air conditioner breakdown. For fast, friendly service, call the experts at Logan Services now for a free estimate and next day air installation.
All right, let's knock out a Buckeye Bulletin Depot. DeVere Posey in the house today.
Were there some hot mics in there?
No, it was the dad system was playing.
Oh.
that's what you heard there in the,
I thought DeVere was just talking to himself or something.
He was not. No, last year what I was going to say is one thing that was talked about so much, Depot, was like not only Will Howard as the quarterback, but Will Howard the leader. Yeah. And it just seemed like he had so much respect in that building from his teammates and his coaches and all that. And that seems to have continued even beyond his time at Ohio State, going over to Pittsburgh and going through the draft process. So as we all know, it's not about just the football stuff all the time. It's about what type of captain of the ship are you? And that's another aspect of Julian saying that we will find out how he handles when things aren't going well, and maybe when he's the cause of a drive going left, how can he recover from that? Brian Hartline was asked about his leadership, that being Julian saying, and here's what he had to say.
That was a big part of it. I think command and earning the respect of your peers, and ultimately the locker room always knows. I mean, it doesn't matter what you may think, but the locker room, knows the reality. So just, building that camaraderie, I think body of work, and earning the respect of your peers and the trust of your peers. And if you just enhance one little piece, it'll get pointed out. You got to be able to grow in all facets. And I think that, he's done that since the day he got here to where he's at now.
Depot, within the inner workings of a team in a locker room, how can a guy earn the respect of his teammates? What does that look like? For us that we're never a part of teams. We'll never be a part of teams, especially at this level. When you heard Coach Hartline a couple times in that clip talk about how he's earned the respect of his teammates, what is a way or a couple ways guys can do that?
I think for quarterbacks, it comes down to, are you the same guy every day? If it happens and it's good, yeah. If it happens and it's bad, yeah. Like, I need that guy because everybody else is so emotional. It's almost like the movie 300 when everybody celebrated. And Leonidas, you know, when the boats they crashed in the day before the battle and everybody got excited. He already knew what was ahead. He knew where he still needed his mind to be prepared for battle, and he didn't allow himself to celebrate. And when you are in the locker room and you see that leader consistently be the same person, consistently make the same throws, consistently communicate on the same things, you're like, I think this is the guy we'll get when it's 3rd and 10. I think this is the guy we'll get in OT. I think this is the guy we'll get, at the beginning of the season. And when the locker room knows and can feel that steadiness as you execute in plays. Like, you can feel it up and down. I always go back to that Bill O'Brien. Like, when you talk about quarterback battles, do you remember that hard knock year when Ryan Mallett and Brian Hoyer were going at it?
Yep.
And Ryan Mallett didn't show up the next day. Rest his soul. Rest in peace, Ryan Mallett. I played with him, teammate, played against him. He passed away a couple years ago. But he didn't show up the next day. And Bill O'Brien gave him grace and said, hey, it's okay. But you'll never get that team back.
Right.
You'll never get that. No matter, even if you go in there and be like, hey, guys, I was tripping, they'll never look at you the same.
I think maybe something similar, and correct me if I'm wrong, that has happened currently is when Tyreek Hill last year threw out after that game, like, I'm out of here. Essentially, I'm done. I'm done with this team. And then you flip the page to a few weeks ago, and Tua kind of called him out and said, like, we really haven't healed from that. Like, there's still work to be done. And so I think maybe that's something that you're alluding to, is when you can cross certain lines as a teammate, sometimes you can never come back from those things. And that's why I think Miami is such an interesting case study when we're talking about this specific topic, because it feels to me that Tyreek Hill really lost some of the trust and respect from his own teammates down there in Miami.
And we're not saying by any means that Lincoln did this or this is.
Oh, no,
I want to clarify that. I'm just saying the locker room can feel your reaction in what I'm saying. At this level, for the guys who didn't get named the starters, the guys in the locker room are reserving. Are you still going to tell me to do that on that route? Are you still going to communicate the little things you were doing when you weren't the guy? Because you still could become the guy, and I still need to know the same thing.
Yeah.
That you're going to be the same guy, even when things don't go your way, because that is a microcosmo of how things will happen in the game.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's good stuff for sure. You brought up the movie 300. Man, that opening scene.
I love that.
Kicks that dude in the chest. This is Sparta. Just like, that movie is so
my top 5.
good. The second one was, it was okay.
Yeah.
But the first one is, from start to finish, just absolute cinema.
Yeah, the battle marathon was a big battle, man.
It was.
It was important.
It was. But the way Leonidas went out, just the sky full of arrows, man. Like, that scene, I'll never forget the first time I watched it. It's tremendous stuff right there. A guy in Carnell Tate is ready to go. He's probably like, you know what? I figured this thing out after last year, the experience that he got. I'm sure he is just ready to showcase what he can do now with even more opportunities playing within this system. Here's Brian Hartline talking about maybe a little bit of a switch that was flipped for Carnell Tate.
Carnell kind of turned the switch on his own. He's a self-driven individual, and I think he identified maybe when Emeka left that there was going to be a void, from a potential void from a leadership standpoint. He just grabbed it by the wings and went with it. And so, the way he's grown, the way he operates now is significantly ahead of even last year. And he was already, more of a pro, more of an older soul. But I think he's just taken it to a whole other level. So between him and Brandon and Jeremiah and the other guys in the room, they're really stepping up from a communication standpoint and a standard standpoint and energy standpoint. They've done a really good job following the steps of Emeka, and been really impressed with Carnell's leadership qualities and how he's chosen to take that step. It'll be vital to have that all year.
And it sounds like not only is Carnell Tate motivated to be a dude, but maybe Mylan Graham and the other guys in that room are as well.
Yeah, Mylan, continue to grind. I think that just like anything, if you asked him, he wants to be the best receiver in the room. And, until he is that, he's not going to be happy with it. So, I think that, he's just continuing to chase the consistency level that which requires that. Again, you guys know that. I know I'm not like a broken record, but that ultimately is what dictates how everyone in the room can make the play. And it comes down to how often. Like, that's how you separate yourself. If you couldn't make the play, you probably wouldn't be in the room. So, again, we're not here to be good. We're here to be like the best in the country. That's the expectation, which is, they all know that, but it's just a good reminder, like, where you at? Where do you want to be? Are you there yet? That's what we're chasing.
Depot, when did it click for you? Like, when did things slow down for you when you got here, where you felt like really comfortable about the everyday grind, the system, and just everything it takes to succeed at this level? When did that happen?
Man, I mean, no lie, like after summer workouts.
After your freshman year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, because the level playing field for me was, this is Ohio State. These guys are bigger, faster, stronger. And I just needed one thing to show me that I could play with these guys. And, I think it was conditioning. I had just came off a state track championship for 400, so I was in shape, man. You do all the stuff with weightlifting, and then you get into conditioning, bro. And bottom line, when you're a runner, how I used to run, bro, I could see myself being like, oh, these guys are tired. And I was just able to see a way to compete with guys that felt like grown men to me. I was like, oh, well, they can't run all day. Right. And so all I got to do is just not get tired.
Right.
And so when you get that confidence and you can compete with these dudes, and then you start learning stuff, and you're like, I can compete with you guys, and I know what you know.
That's when it locked in.
Yep.
You were in your Kevin Gates bag. I don't get tired. That's what you were saying. That is in my rotation at the gym. That song, by the way, it's a good motivator.
Sometimes you need that.
Correct.
You need those words.
You need that Kevin Gates. I don't get tired. That is today's Buckeye Bulletin. Coming up, top of the hour in our deep dive, we will play a new game here on Rothman and Ice Depot. The game is That's True, That Might Be True, That Is Crazy. We will play that game next with TLC. It's Rothman and Ice right here on The Fan.
Buckeye games have been airing on WBNS since before you were born and before your parents were born and before Abraham Lincoln was born. Trust me. Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan. Get Eco.
ECO. Aaron? Yeah, Jerry? Do you know what I like best about our plumbers? Tell me. No matter how difficult, no matter how messy, no matter what it takes, they just dive right in and fix it.
Get Eco.
ECO. They dive right in. Yes, they dive right in. We've got scuba diving plumbers.
Get Eco.
ECO. You know they don't literally dive in, right? Well, of course not. Not yet, anyway. The pipes are too small.
Get Eco.
ECO. They won't be able to literally dive in until I finish inventing my eco miniaturizing ray. But until then, our plumbers will just keep on figuratively diving right in. Yes, that would be best. Jerry, do you know what I like best about our plumbers? Tell me. They're so good at their job, they make it look easy.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Get Eco.
ECO. Scuba diving plumbers, genius electricians, and better than average HVAC technicians. GetEco.com.
On Jackpocket, America's #1 lottery app. New customers opt in and get a free lottery ticket. Download the app and start ordering lottery tickets today. Use code VOCAL. That's code VOCAL on Jackpocket. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 18 or older. Jackpocket is a lottery courier and not affiliated with the Ohio Lottery. Opt in for $5 in non-withdrawable lottery credits that expire in 168 hours. Terms at jkpt.co/draw5.
I can't wait to meet her. Oh my gosh.
Put your hands together for new Dr. Pepper Blackberry and Dr. Pepper Blackberry Zero Sugar.
There she is! Woohoo! Yeah! It's full Dr. Pepper!
With sweet blackberry flavor!
Dr. Pepper Blackberry, I'm obsessed with your succulent taste. Please marry me!
No! Marry me! Marry me, or I'm gonna freak out!
Try new Dr. Pepper Blackberry.
It's a pepper thing!
You know, it's not the shoes. It's what you can put in them that makes all the difference. Hey, it's Anthony. I've been a customer at the Good Feet store for a while now, and I'm all about my personally fit arch supports. They support my feet better than all the insoles I've jammed into my shoes over the years. And my Good Feet arch supports help me in a ton of ways. From overall support and balance to stabilizing my heels and the fact they distribute my body weight, especially when I'm golfing, I literally have spring in my step now. Check them out for yourself. The free fitting is designed to help them understand you, your pain, and your discomfort. It's simple. Just stop by the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway or Stringtown Road in Grove City. You don't need an appointment, but you can certainly schedule one very easily online. Get back to living the life you love with the Good Feet store. For more than 30 years, they've taken great pleasure in helping thousands discover the comfort they've been dreaming of, just like me. Get professionally fitted at goodfeet.com.
Got one of those days that never stops? Try a stop at Speedway. Refresh your fuel tank, refresh your U-tank with 69-cent large Big Gulp drinks. And refresh the vibe for any drive. Refresh at Speedway with 69-cent large Big Gulp drinks with speedy rewards and try exclusive Mountain Dew Infinite Swirl flavor for a limited time only. The convenience stores of Speedway. Valid through 8/26/25. See app for full terms.
Matty Ice here. Are you ready to rumble? Then get ready to roll on up to McDaniel GM Superstore in Marion. Right now, they're unleashing huge savings on the all-new 2025 Silverado 1500. We're talking about up to $13,000 off MSRP. Or if you need some serious muscle, get a 2025 Silverado HD for as low as 3.9% APR for qualified buyers. They're just a short drive north off Route 23 in Marion, or you can visit McDanielGMSuperstore.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Adam Schefter here for Vivid Seats, your ultimate destination for all your sports and concert needs this summer. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every home run and thrilling comeback in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
Your fantasy draft is here. The Smack Talk is starting, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon, I'm Tyler Danberg. Today, the College Football Playoff Committee announced changes to its strength of schedule metric, applying more weight to games against strong opponents. Teams will be rewarded for defeating high-quality opponents while penalized less for losing to those teams. Ohio State women's basketball will open its season on November 9th versus Coppin State. Buckeyes will also participate in the Pink Flamingo Championship in the Bahamas, the Coretta Scott King Classic, and a game against reigning national champs UConn on November 16th. Baseball today, Cleveland Guardians face the Arizona Diamondbacks at 3:40 in Phoenix. Parker Messick makes his MLB debut for the Guards. Cincinnati Reds and Los Angeles Angels close out their series in Anaheim at 9:38. Nick Martinez starts for the Reds. This update is sponsored by Dr. Mark Levy. If you're snoring and not sleeping, call Dr. Mark Levy's office at 1-800-MORE-SLEEP. That's 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or online at sleepbettercolumbus.com.
Most shows just skim the surface, but Rothman and Ice feel like the biggest story of the day deserves a closer look. It's time for a deeper dive.
Sponsored by Low T Center. Low T Center, reinventing men's health care.
All right, welcome back in. Last hour of the program on a Wednesday. Matty Ice, Devere Posey in the house today. Bottom of the hour. We'll talk all things Ohio State football related with Jeremy Birmingham, both recruiting and some of the things that we will start to see starting next Saturday when Ryan Day and his crew come out of the tunnel for the first time in 2025. The final hour of the program will also include your chance to win 2 passes to participate in the Big Buckeye Kickoff Trivia Contest next Friday, the 29th at the O on Lane. If you are one of the lucky people to get these 2 passes through us, the trivia contest, if you win that, you're going to get your shot to score some tickets to Ohio State and Texas. So stick with us. Trivia will begin at 1 p.m. next Friday. You have to get there by 12:30 for check-in. If you are not a winner, don't worry, because you can grab passes at 971thefan.com to participate again in the Buckeye Kickoff Trivia Contest next Friday, the 29th at the O on Lane. Looking forward to getting out there for that show, one of my favorite shows of the year. So, I was driving around yesterday, Depot, and I was thinking, like, let's come up with another game for the show. I love games because I feel like our listeners can participate with us through the air, in their cars, wherever they're listening when we throw out some of these games. So the game is, that's true, that might be true, or that's just downright crazy. TLC has some nuggets he's going to throw at us, and those are your three options. That's true, that might be true, or that is cray-cray. TLC, let's rock and roll, baby.
3, 2, 1. Turn your microphone on. That's how this works. All right.
Helps.
Yeah. All right. Number 1.
Yep.
Cam Ward is the least discussed number 1 pick in the past 20 years, not named Eric Fisher and Trayvon Walker.
That might be true, but not true. Or crazy. Like, I don't think that's a crazy thing. Like, I don't think we're talking about him as much as a number 1 pick, or like Shedur's getting more light than Cam. That might be true.
I think it might be true as well. Because I can't sit here definitively and say that it is downright true, because I can't remember every single vibe and conversation that was had about all the other picks that he mentioned outside of the two guys in Fisher and Walker.
I'll give you one other candidate who could apply.
Who you got?
I said 20 years. So I got 2 candidates who might apply. And I think you played with one of them. Mario Williams and Jake Long would be the other 2 that I left out the list who would be candidates. But I feel like Mario Williams almost would have taken some of the Reggie Bush hype.
You said I played with Mario Williams?
Was he in Buffalo?
How old do you think I am?
Was he in Buffalo at that point?
Are you talking about Houston Mario Williams?
Yeah.
Cole, come on, bro.
Oh, come on. You just barely missed him.
I'm not that old. He was there. He was the first pick of the expansion team. I was 12 years old.
He was no. He was not the first pick of the expansion team. He was in 06.
Was it Derek Carr?
Yes.
He was a little bit. Yeah, a little bit after that. Yeah, I mean, still, I was a freshman. But yeah, no, I didn't play with him. No. Dang, you think I'm that old?
You missed him by like 1 year, and you're freaking out on me, calling you that old.
No, I ain't freaking out on you.
Yeah, it is odd.
Yeah,
because Cam Ward, I think, is going to be good.
He's a quarterback, first of all.
Thank you. And that's exactly where I was going, TLC. Like, the most important position, maybe it's the market. I don't know. The market, the team that he plays for. Because you're right. Like, national shows have led.
No, we gave Will Levis more love than we're giving Cam. No lie. We gave Will Levis more love and play than we're giving Cam Ward.
I think what came along with that was all the off-the-field stuff with Will. The mayonnaise and the coffee stuff and like that was fun to talk about.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, he kind of had like a Brady Quinn draft night type thing.
That type of stuff.
That carried over into day 2.
Right. That was kind of pop culture-y. Like those things kind of bleed over into another realm.
Spent the second day of the draft at home in Connecticut.
Correct. Like those type of things. But yeah, for Cam Ward, if I'm Cam Ward, I actually like it this way. It's all about ball for me right now. I'm not getting pulled in all these different directions to do this and that. Let's just focus on what we can do and becoming the best quarterback we can be. So, yeah, I think that actually might be true, that he might be the most least talked about number 1 pick in the last 20 years.
You would be willing to hang out at a friend's house even if they owned multiple pet snakes.
That's downright crazy. I don't mess around with snakes. No, sir, not me. I'm good on that. Like, even if they're in a tank somewhere.
Yeah,
the way that they move sends chills up my spine. I can't do it. And people that take the pictures with the big snakes or whatever, like, I don't know how those people don't pass out. I would be shook to my core if I was that close to a snake. No, I'm good. I don't even like worms, let alone snakes.
Yeah, I'm a step further. That's crazy to me. I don't mess with reptiles. All reptiles.
Okay.
Yeah. Frogs freak me out.
Yeah.
Amphibians.
What if dinosaurs come back? You rocking with them?
That is an amphibian. He said, okay. Nah, but they do. Like, I mean, just you talk about the lizards, just everything that, like, when I'm in Florida and I just see something quick like that.
Yeah,
like it's just
No,
like,
no.
I can't deal with that. Like, I just can't, man. But, yeah, I'm just out. I'm out on alligators. I'm out on them all. Can't deal with it.
Okay.
John Wall was the best college point guard you have ever seen.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Well, would you like to elaborate?
For me?
Yeah. Anybody else? Like, is there another guy?
Yeah, but like, I'm not the one to talk to about this.
Why not?
Because I'm like a 90s point guard, early 2000s, like point guard. Like,
We'll talk about it.
Like, I'll take Mateen Cleaves, Ben Gordon, Colleen Hellerman Hassan. I'll take
Damon Stoudemire.
Hell, I'll take Rajon Rondo before I take John Wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
So some Kentucky on Kentucky crime right there.
Yeah, I would.
Rondo was legit. I'm going to go with, man, that's a great question.
College point guards? Are you serious? Like, no, don't let him fall into this trap and say John Wall is the best college point guard.
Listen, you don't even know where I'm going with this.
I do not control his brain. I am not responsible for what comes out of his mouth.
Save him, Cole.
Save him from himself. No, I would listen.
Deliver me from these.
All I was going to say is John Wall was an absolute icon in Kentucky during that time. Like what he was, like he just completely took over the sports world for a little bit of time with how great he was and the teammates he had. Like that was the DeMarcus Cousins, like all those guys were.
They won a national championship?
I don't think so. Yeah, no. They didn't.
I think they got knocked out in the Elite Eight by West Virginia.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Deshaun Butler.
Like freshman point guard is what you said.
That's not what I said.
College point guard.
College point guard.
Oh, yeah.
I'm partial to.
I'm not even saying I agree with this. I just
that's a good
crafted
one.
an opinion for you guys to.
No, I'm not. I'm not. No, I just.
I'm partial to what I saw from D Rose at Memphis. Something about
great pool.
That D Rose back then. When they got to that natty and they went toe-to-toe with Kansas and Mario Chalmers and all those guys, like D Rose at Memphis was a movement.
Even Eric Gordon at Indiana.
He was different. So I can't say yes to that. I think that's crazy. No knock to what John Wall was because he was a baller.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with D Rose at Memphis, man. Throw on those highlights if you don't remember. He was electric.
The worst topic in sports talk is when a team sells to a new owner.
That's true. Let me tell you what I don't care about. It's that. Like, really? Does anybody really understand it?
Yeah.
Fully understand the billions and billions of dollars that get thrown around, the inner workings of how that gets done? If I'm a team and my team gets sold to someone else, I just want to look at their track record and what that billionaire has done elsewhere. Like if I'm a Laker fan right now.
Yeah.
They just got sold to the Dodgers, right? The family or the guy that owns the Dodgers.
Yeah.
That's a really good feeling to know that that guy's coming over to take care of us. But outside of that, the conversations, the talking points about ownership switching hands don't work for. I'm good on it.
You don't like that annual list about the net worth of each team?
Does nothing for me. For me, it does nothing.
Have you got into the Cowboys on Netflix yet?
No, because I don't need to hear the same stories.
No,
I know Michael Irvin was crazy. I know that.
You should revisit the first episode, and it talks about the acquisition of the Cowboys and just that time frame. But coming into, I mean, yeah, I'm with it, Cole. Like, yeah, I'm with it. Yeah, absolutely.
Interesting.
I do like that stuff, bro, because it's so cool. Like, you come in, and the reasons why you're not winning go all the way up to the person who owns the team.
That's real, but it doesn't interest me. So beauty is in the eye of the beholder with something like that. I get it.
You will watch Jake Paul fight Tank Davis in November.
True. I will watch that. Yeah.
I'm partial to Tank. He is a Baltimore native. That's my hometown. So I got a lot of respect for him. But nah.
You're not watching that?
Let alone paying for it. No, absolutely not.
I think Tank is the one person that will be like, whatever, I don't care. I'm just going to knock you out. I'm not going to do this like let you stay around stuff. I think Tank would really box him.
It's not about the check for Tank. It's about hey, I'm really trying to win. I'll put the pause on you. Some people can get in those situations and I don't care how this goes. We're getting tens of millions of dollars. I'm good. Tank's like, no. I got a reputation to uphold.
Tank,
don't turn your lights out. Turn your lights out. I will
say this. Is this fight scheduled?
You said what, November?
Where have I been?
November. I think it just got announced yesterday.
My friends were talking about it. I don't even know.
Last day, within the
Tank
last 24
is really taking this fight?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we all got sent-tailed. That's possible.
No, I think this is legit.
This is a good way for Tank to get big fight money without having to take a big fight.
I will say this. If you hear the names Logan and Jake Paul and you think, oh, these guys, like, they've earned a lot of respect in the realms that they're in. For Jake, like, his climb in the boxing world, like, people respect him now. Like, this isn't some joke for the work he puts in. And then his brother, Logan, is an absolute dude in the WWE. Go check out some of his highlights and what he does in the ring. So I think they're earning some respect around the world of sports and entertainment with what they're doing, and they're filthy rich as well. So that doesn't hurt. TLC, what do we got coming up in Pre-Snap Breeze today, big dog?
So yesterday in Pre-Snap, we talked about Daniel Jones versus Anthony Richardson, how they made a decision, and now some people in the locker room are starting to get tired of having a different quarterback every single year.
That's coming up next in Pre-Snap Breeze with Rothman and Ice right here on The Fan.
Whatever you're doing right now, just know that Bo Bishop is enjoying a sip of bourbon, even if this promo is playing in the morning. No judgment.
Ah, sweet morning drinking.
The Fan.
Here's 3 reasons to buy your Blue Jackets ticket plans for the 25-26 season. 1, pick your seat and pick your games. 2, plans start at just 11 games. 3, flexible payment plans. Act now. Visit bluejackets.com/tickets.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain, and it's the Toyota National Sales Event all month long at Toyota West. With over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of no payments for 90 days, and every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. No payments for 90 days, deferred payment, interest accrued at time of inception with approved credit, expires 8/31.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
1-877-CARS for kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS for Kids.
1-877-CARS for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Hey guys, it's Timmy Hall, and I want to talk to you about the roof over your head. You know that thing that protects your house and everything in it? It's pretty important, and a lot of you are going to have to replace it soon, but be warned. There are companies out there that skip over the biggest part of the process, the attic ventilation. You see, if that attic doesn't have proper circulation, it can cause problems such as mold and rot. You got rot. And not to mention leaks in the wintertime and higher AC bills in the summer. This is one of the reasons I'm telling you about my guys at Victor's Home Solutions. They start with a free 21-point roof inspection, including a thorough inspection of that attic as well. They know that if that ventilation isn't right, that roof's going to be built on a shaky foundation. That's why every Victor's roof comes with a well-thought-out attic ventilation plan, and that's why they can offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. Money-saving discounts and financing incentives are also available. Call for your free 21-point roof inspection and get that estimate today. 866-VICTORS or go to victors.com.
Bishop and Friends.
The Playboy party school list, Boulder was always up there. You know, it was up there with Madison and with Athens, I should say.
Reading the articles.
Well, that's what you're there for, right?
Bishop and Friends, sponsored by Diamond Seller.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on The Fan.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers!
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
An official message from Medicare.
I'm saving money on my Medicare prescriptions. Maybe you can save too. With Medicare's Extra Help program, my premium is $0 and my out-of-pocket costs are low. Who should apply? Single people making less than $24,000 a year or married couples who make less than $32,000. Even if you don't think you qualify, it pays to find out.
Go to ssa.gov/extra help. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Could see a stray shower or two out there. Most of us, though, remain dry with a mix of sun and clouds today and cooler with our afternoon highs getting into the upper 70s. For tonight, partly cloudy with lows into the upper 60s. And then for Thursday, we'll see skies partly sunny with our highs getting right around 80 degrees. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with your 10 weather impact forecast.
Bet365, the official online sports book of Rothman Ice. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Rothman Ice present Pre-Snap Reads.
Sponsored by Newman Roofing. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF. Or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
All right, welcome back in. Pre-snap reads time. It got announced yesterday over in Indy. Daniel Jones, he is the starting quarterback for Indy for now. We shall see if Anthony Richardson can make that interesting at any point in time and get back out there on the field. But as TLC is going into break, one of their best players, which is an offensive lineman, and Quentin Nelson's been there for a while now. How long has Quentin Nelson been in Indy?
Drafted in 18.
Okay.
So we're talking year 8 this year?
Yeah, man. He's been a dude for them when he's been available, but he was asked about the quarterback situation in Indy and just kind of the vibes around the team specifically when it comes to that position, and here's what he had to say.
I would say so. I think I'd be lying if I said it wasn't. You look around the league and see just like the consistency of having like Patrick Mahomes or like a quarterback behind you that's like been the franchise player for years and years and years, and getting to build that chemistry with that quarterback year after year is something that there is an advantage to when it comes to O-line play. So to answer your question, yeah.
I mean, think about what we see on his side of the conference. The elite teams, right, that have been good the last few years. The Bengals, Ravens, the Bills, the Chiefs. Like, they know who their guys are. And as an offensive coordinator and a head coach, you know who your guy is every year. And then you can hit the ground running in training camp and OTAs and all those things. But I have to imagine, Depot, that also makes it easier to put in new things in a playbook, right? Because you have the things, your bread and butter, you know you can always go back to that. But then you can throw some new things and maybe figure that out quicker instead of having to start over all the time from the ground up the way a franchise like the Colts have had to done and other franchises have had to follow, unfortunately, in that same line of action too.
Yeah. I don't think he's wrong in feeling that way, because more than anything, you do want that guy. You do want to build that rapport, especially for him as an offensive lineman. Like, you know what to expect, but you go into this and you've had. I mean, he goes all the way back to Flacco, right? I mean, he's had a lot of dudes. I mean, maybe even Gardner Minshew. Mm-hmm. So it has been a thing for him.
And specifically digging in on this current situation for an offensive lineman, the quarterbacks that were in the mix for this competition, stylistically, they're not really that close. Like, Daniel Jones has good athletic ability, but the offense, to me, has to be completely different than Anthony Richardson is there, because the ceiling is higher with Anthony Richardson with his skills, but also what he can do. Like, physically, he's one of the most gifted quarterbacks in the league right now, that being Anthony Richardson, but he just has not been consistent at all. And they're a team that I just think is going to be behind the 8 ball all season. And I think when you look at Shane Steichen, when you look at Chris Ballard, these guys, especially Chris Ballard, he's been there for a while as the GM and done some okay things, but I don't think it's anything to write home about, let alone anything to really save his job if Shane Steichen doesn't roll out a good product. More importantly, one of Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson figures it out. And so, man, I actually like the weapons that they have. That's what's unfortunate about this for Indy, is that you draft a guy in Tyler Warren from Penn State at tight end, and you pair him with Michael Pittman and Josh Downs and You grab Jonathan Taylor and offensive
like
player of the year. That's what I do too.
I really like their
I'm
skill
with you,
position players.
but I think they're going to be held back.
Super underrated skill position group with Pittman and Pierce and Downs, and you talk about Jonathan Taylor, and then you throw a Warren in there.
Oh yeah, man! Like that, it's there for them. Like they don't even need, for me, they wouldn't have needed a star quarterback to throw out some good things on offense week to week. Imagine if they would have got Sam Darnold this offseason. Just the vibe around there would have been so different.
Well, you're hoping you get what Sam Darnold did, right? Like, you're hoping you get that guy who needs a change of scenery and type of thing.
And to your point, some people believe that Kevin O'Connell, Minnesota's head coach, is kind of a quarterback whisperer, if you will.
Yep.
That's where Daniel Jones was for a little bit of time last year. And maybe he is next in line to follow the Geno Smith, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold way and path in the NFL, to where it doesn't work for you your first handful of years, right? Those guys, it didn't work at the stops that they were at. Now they found themselves in some advantageous situations, and those guys have balled to a pretty high level. And so maybe that's in the cards for Daniel Jones. I'm a little pessimistic on that. I don't think that is going to be the case, but I don't know if I really believe that Geno Smith and Sam Darnold will bounce back the way that they did either.
And did you say the same about Baker, too? Were you wrong on all three?
I always believed in Baker's talent more so than the other guys. So I really didn't give up on Baker. With Geno and Sam Darnold, I was like, I'm out. Like, I'm out. Like, at that point, like, I was like, I can't do it no more. But I think what it shows is no matter what level of quarterback you are, you got to have good coaching and good playmakers to go with it. Because that's really benefited Baker. Right, is the Cleveland situation was a little messy. He had the injury stuff that put the team in a tough spot to make a decision whether or not they wanted to move forward with him. Then he goes to Carolina. Then he goes to the Rams. And then he finds a home in Tampa. And he goes into work every day. And I get to throw to Mike Evans. And at that time, I have Liam Cohen, who is now a head coach in the league. That was a good offensive play call.
It's crazy for me to believe that you believed in Baker this whole time, but didn't believe in Sam and Geno. Like, you gave up on them. You gave up on Baker?
Yeah, it was just something about Baker that I liked a little bit more than those guys at the time when they are having their struggles.
Man, but Geno was gone for like ever.
Yeah, he was out of sight, out of mind for a minute.
Super late resurgence.
Yeah, it was.
Well, he just was a backup. He was just on the that clipboard is a good job. You can preserve your career. You get some good money, and then like whenever your chance comes up, just be ready.
Hell yeah. And Geno Smith has made some good money the last few years, and like they're not going to mess around and win that division this year, that being the Raiders. I don't think that's going to be the case. However, they're going to be like, think about, I don't know if there's a team in the NFL that had a bigger level up at quarterback than the Raiders did this offseason. I think they are that team. Like, you're talking about the guys that they were rolling out last year was bottom of the barrel type of stuff at quarterback. And so you go from that to Geno Smith, who is probably 15-ish in that window.
Tier 4, tier
3 type of quarterback. Like, that's, if I'm a Raider fan, I'm ecstatic about that.
I don't want to get too far ahead of myself on this. The Titans might win that at the end of the year.
That's a good call, depending on what we see from Cam Ward. To your point, that they may be in play. But as far as known commodities,
win what?
I think it's the Raiders. This debate that maybe the Titans had the biggest
improvement at the quarterback position from last year to this year.
I got you.
Could be the Titans.
That's a good call because Will Levis was a mess last year. A mess, man. Like the giveaways.
It was a meme.
Oh my goodness. The surrender cobras we saw from him and all that stuff. Like where he was just handing gifts to the other team and just costing the Titans games. Like I know Brian Callahan wanted to pull his hair out with that.
Yeah, I played with Matt Schaub when he led the league. He set the league record for pick sixes.
Ooh.
It was a rough year.
Ooh. How many?
I think it was 8.
Oh my goodness! So that's back then. That's like every other game,
bro.
Right?
I mean, I remember Richard Sherman. He had one.
Wow.
I remember San Francisco. I think Jimmy Ward had one. Like I remember a few people like chasing after some people. Like, because you got to give that effort, right? Like, because if you get a pick and you're not running this on film, it's like, okay. Yeah, like, you got to run. Like, I was like, all right, who's back clipping me?
Yeah, how come Devere Posey's Football Reference page has this one season with, like, 16 tackles?
Because I played special teams.
You played with him, and you were sitting there, and you probably felt like this. Really? Really, Matt Schaub?
Another one.
No, I love Matt Schaub, but it was one of those years like you talk about just being in a season where this guy just can't figure it out. And the year before that, exactly. The year before that, we were just winning games, just crazy win. But that is the NFL. It's like that. Like in some of those games where we had those pick sixes, we had the ball with 2 minutes, but a chance to score. Like, that's how close the league is.
Wow.
It's just...
In 2009, he led the league in passing yards.
Which is wild, man.
Wild stuff.
So people have leveled
When Mario
up.
Williams was his teammate at that point.
So let me ask you real quick.
Yeah.
You think just putting Justin Fields with the Jets isn't a level up?
Not as much as going from Aiden O'Connell to Geno Smith in my mind.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers was fine last year. He wasn't.
The Steelers also took Rodgers over Fields.
Yeah, he wasn't horrible, Aaron Rodgers. I think they got really bad quarterback play in Las Vegas last year.
By the way, who's holding your clipboard this year?
That would be one Cooper Rush. Then he's looked bad.
Oh, man.
Bad in the preseason.
Well, he's got some starting experience,
He
so
does.
that's not the worst thing.
Right. But yeah, Cooper Rush
Huntley go.
Well, Snoop, he's
about to be a free agent soon, so you can get him back.
Exactly.
No.
Those are your pre-snap reads for today. Coming up in 2 minutes, we'll dive back into some Ohio State ball with Jeremy Birmingham from The Fan on 3 and a lot more. So don't move. We'll be back right here on The Fan.
Colin Mann here for Universal Windows Direct. Are your leaky windows costing you money? Yes, they are. Right now, when you call my guys at Universal Windows Direct, you get payments as low as $99 a month or 12 months with no payments and no interest. Seriously, upgrade your home now and relax until next year. Call now and get a free in-home window and energy assessment. Choose the payment plan that's right for you. 614-502-5220 or go to universalwindowsdirect.com. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter, and Columbus football is back. And what better way to kick off the season than driving home in a tough, reliable 2024 Toyota Tacoma from Germain Toyota of Columbus. Right now, get 0% APR for up to 72 months with 20% down, or lease it for $239 a month for 36 months for 10,000 miles per year with $29.99 due at signing. Head to Germain Toyota of Columbus today on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road. Your home for great deals all season long.
This is This Date in Reds Baseball with team historian Greg Rhodes.
Here's a highlight from this day in Reds baseball that's pretty hard to believe. For on this date on August 20th, 1997 at Synergy Field playing the Rockies, the Reds defense went through an entire game without making an assist. That means no ground balls where one fielder threw to another to make an out. As of that date, that had only happened 5 times ever in Major League history. The Reds pitcher struck out 12 Rockies that day, but that still left 15 other outs. One was a ground out, but to the first baseman who made the play by himself unassisted, so no assist on that play. Every other out, a fly ball. A rare feat this day at Synergy Field. No assists needed, thank you. This date in Reds baseball.
This Date in Reds Baseball is brought to you by the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame and Museum, presented by Dinsmore. Celebrating greatness, preserving history, providing inspiration.
Rothman Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hey kids, Anthony once did magic for birthday parties. See, when you say it out loud, it doesn't sound so bad. Back to Rothman and Ice.
Welcome back in. Gonna light up right now the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline and bring on Jeremy Birmingham. Member of the Fan here, does an awesome job doing some stuff at Letterman Row and On 3 as well, covering recruiting and all things Ohio State ball. Birm, what's up, man? How you feeling?
Good. How are you guys?
Good, man. Thanks so much for your time. I want to start with Julian Sand, but I want to zoom out from where he currently is and go into the hot tub time machine, if you will, Berman. Talk about who he was as a prospect. Like, for the folks that aren't really all in on the recruiting stuff and just kind of keep it surface level, let's dive a little bit deeper, Berm. Talk about his journey, who he was prior to getting to Bama, and then how he got here, obviously, to Ohio State.
Yeah, I mean, it's been an interesting road for Julian. Certainly, he was a guy that a lot of people didn't really ever believe Ohio State had a real chance at. despite the fact that he visited early in his recruitment and he had a really good relationship with then quarterbacks coach Corey Dennis, but he committed early to Alabama, and Ohio State had Dylan Raiola committed at the time, who was the number one player in the country when he was committed to Ohio State. And Julian just kind of kept going, kept rising. He's out of Carlsbad, California, and those Southern California quarterbacks, man, they have a different way about them. They're sort of born for that role, and Julian is that guy. I mean, he went to Ohio State after 2 weeks of being at Bama when Nick Saban retired, and that's it. But as a prospect, he was as good as anybody in the country. He was the second-ranked quarterback in the nation, I think, according to the final on-3 composite rankings, behind DJ Lagway, who obviously started as a true freshman at Florida and is one of the favorites for the Heisman this year. So who he was a high-profile guy that you normally would expect to see Ohio State go after. It just took a little bit of a circuitous route for him to end up in Columbus.
Okay, but what does he do? And I know that's such a silly question, but you think about Jeremiah Smith, I can eyeball and be like, oh, I bet he's pretty good at football. But with Julian, what's his elite trait in your eyes?
That's the million-dollar question all the time when it comes to Ryan Day and quarterback evaluation, is that he wants a quarterback that can certainly do a number of different things. But the first and most important thing that he has to be able to do is throw the football on time and accurately and not to the other team. And so Julian has always been regarded as an above-level processor at the quarterback position. That's really been his strength. He sees the field well. He makes decisions quickly, and he's got a super quick release as far as when he makes his decision. That trigger is quick. And I think ultimately, if you're looking for what separated him from Lincoln Kienholz over these last couple of weeks, it's that. It's the ability, once the defense is on you, to realize, hey, I got to get rid of this ball. Where am I going to go with it? He does that really well.
Berm, outside of Caleb Downs and Jeremiah Smith, what do you know in your mind right now that is stamped at something that is going to be really, really good for Ryan Day week in and week out?
I think it's going to be the running game, honestly. I think that Ohio State, with James Peoples and with C.J. Donaldson and with Bo Jackson, those three are all ready to go, and I think you'll see a healthy dose of all of them as the Buckeyes try to get the offense in a position for Julian to feel comfortable and take more shots because, with Texas as the opener, I think you put yourself in a position where the goal for that game is real simple. Like, you win the game. If it's 13-10, fine. If it's 14-13, fine. If it's 3-0, it doesn't matter. You just got to win that game, and then you can start working on rounding out the offense in its entirety for what you want Julian's offense to look like. But the most important thing for Ryan Day is having a running game that's going to allow him to keep some balance so that Julian doesn't get teed off on by defenses, especially in week one.
Absolutely. So I wanted to ask you about just this dynamic is interesting to me. I mean, Jeremiah Smith is, probably one of the greatest college wide receivers, had one of the greatest college football seasons for a freshman in the history of college football. Carnell Tate is the only guy with 2 years of starting experience. He's going to get drafted probably in the first round next year. But Brandon Ennis is a guy who hasn't made as many plays, but he is the team captain. He does emerge as the vocal leader. Does special teams have something to do with that? Are we primed to see something from Brandon Ennis, who was the Gatorade Player of the Year in the same state as Jeremiah when he was a sophomore and junior?
I mean, Brandon's been special. Brandon, as a high school football player, was, I've said this in a number of different avenues and different mediums, but I don't think I've ever seen a more competitive high school football player than Brandon Ennis. And if in that sort of passion, that sort of drive is something that makes a major difference at a place like Ohio State, as you well know, Devere. If you're a guy who just refuses to quit, and you're a guy that can inspire other people, you don't have to be on the field to be the guy doing that. Brandon was ready to play a lot last year, and if Emeka Egbuka didn't surprise everyone by returning to Ohio State for his senior season, I think we would have seen Brandon have big numbers a year ago. But he found other ways to contribute. He leads as a by example guy, as a vocal guy, which a team that is replacing a lot of NFL dudes, you have to have that vocal guy. And Brandon has been that. He's not shy and has been that way since he was a freshman. So it's hardly a surprise, I think, that he's a captain.
Love it.
Jeremy Birmingham from Letterman Row on 3 and the Fan joining us here on Rothman and Ice. Berman, is there a young guy that isn't a household name yet that you think, maybe not after next week's game, but in the coming weeks after Texas, you believe could start to pop a little bit and be a known commodity for Buckeye fans?
I think there's going to be so much attention paid to Caleb Downs at safety that the opportunity is there for Malik Hartford and Jalen McClain to both really step into the national spotlight, because they're going to be seen as the guys next to Caleb Downs, and I think both of them are ready to go. They're both really versatile. We don't know. This is the interesting thing about a new defensive coordinator like Matt Patricia. We don't really know anything about what this defense is going to look like. So we believe that he'll move people around and likes to do a lot of versatility with players all over the field. But I think those two, both Jalen and Malik Hartford, are in a position to establish themselves as national names early. But obviously it's Arvell Reese. I mean, other than that, like Arvell is the conversation around Arvell for the last 8 months is like something I've never heard.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And then on the recruiting front, what are you keeping your eye on when it comes to Ohio State, maybe a guy or two that they're trying to get locked in?
Well, right now the recruiting class is hanging around number 10 in the country. They've got 21 commitments. It's basically all hands on deck to evaluate every player in the country again as we head into senior seasons to round out the 2026 class. I think the one position I would keep my eyes on the most is probably still cornerback, because they only have one committed. And after only signing 2 a year ago, it seems like it's pretty important to get 2 or 3 in this class, and especially because they lost one to North Carolina in Jacob Weatherspoon, who was committed to Ohio State for a long time and is from Ohio and flipped to North Carolina last month. So that's really the position that I think you'll see the earliest movement as far as new offers and maybe some pushes to try to get some flips from players committed elsewhere.
And as you know, there's always one eye on what's happening up there in Ann Arbor. I saw that there was some pretty good buzz on social media from Michigan fans over the last day or two. It looks like after they acquired a top running back. Talk about that addition and how the recruiting has been going for Michigan lately.
Yeah, I mean, they've been ramping up. I mean, that's the reality is there's a lot of programs who are still pretty cash full after a handful of months of waiting to see what was going to happen with the House settlement, and if the language for that was actually going to be codified. It hasn't been done yet, so you're seeing teams that had some money in the coffers ready to spend. Savion Hyder, the 5-star running back who committed to Michigan on Tuesday, he visited Ohio State. He was basically always down to Michigan and Tennessee because those were the teams that were offering him the most money. But a big time player and a guy that Ohio State fans will have to get used to playing against in the next couple of years. So good job by Tony Alford keeping Michigan in it. He had recruited Hyder when he was at Ohio State. And then it comes down to Michigan being willing to spend upwards of 7 figures on a high school running back. And Ohio State is just simply not willing to do that. Even if they, and I think there's a problem here, guys, that I think a lot of folks are assuming Ohio State refuses to pay people, or they're conflating the idea that Ohio State can't pay people with the fact that the Buckeyes are just not comfortable giving high school athletes that amount of money, when quite simply you have a bunch of guys on your roster that need a little bit more from you. It is a dangerous game to pay high school unproven players all that money when the guys on your roster are going to be up for renegotiations every 2 months, basically.
Yeah, I hear you. No doubt. Berm, as always, my man, appreciate your time and looking forward to talking to you throughout the season.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yep, thank you. Berm was on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Again, follow his work at Letterman Row on 3 and right here on the Fan. All right, right now we're giving away 2 passes to the Big Buckeye Kickoff Trivia Contest next Friday, August 29th at the O on Lane. Your chance to get tickets to Ohio State and Texas. 614-821-9710 is TLC's hotline number. Earlier, we were talking about bacon. Everybody loves bacon. I mentioned my favorite way to consume bacon. If you get that correct, you will get 2 passes to the Big Buckeye Kickoff Trivia Contest next Friday, August 29th at the O on Lane. Don't worry. If you don't win the passes, we're giving away 2 more sets of passes tomorrow and Friday. But if you don't win those, you can still get passes at 971thefan.com. 614-821-9710 is our hotline number. We'll do Tell the Truth next. It's Rothman and Ice right here on The Fan.
We're the girthiest radio station in the history of radio. Uncomfortably girthy. This promo is uncomfortable. The Fan, Ohio's girth destination.
When it comes time to replace the roof over your head, you need a name you can trust. Newman Roofing. Don't just take our word for it. Here's our friend Cindy.
We were very happy with our experience, and we would highly recommend Newman to anybody we talk to.
Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
Common Man and Timmy here for the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino.
Mikey, it's time for the ultimate fan experience. You could win tickets to the big home team game.
Legal?
Oh, legal.
Why illegal?
Legal. Against a team that wears orange on August 30th.
It all goes down Thursday, August 28th from 6 to 7. All you have to do is use your Penn Play card or the Penn Play app during the month of August.
And you can win a bunch of other prizes as well. The more you play, the more opportunities you have to win.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
A gambler.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar. The better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
The Columbus Zoo invites you to follow the footsteps and the tales of animals from around the world. Explore our newest region, North America Trek. So what are you waiting for? Get your tail to our trails only at your Columbus Zoo.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. When was the last time you hopped out of bed without that knee or back screaming at you? Or walked down a flight of stairs without groaning step by step? Hey, that was me. And I had to deal with that from all the years of playing football. But I went and saw my friends over at QC Kinetics, and it disappeared. I didn't have to tough it out anymore. Call over QC Kinetics with Dr. Wolkoff and get your free consultation. It's regenerative medicine, folks. There are thousands of patients who will tell you that they wish they would have done it sooner, just like I did. I'm glad I did, and my experience was tremendous. You go in, you have a consult, they lay out the plan, they talk about it. It's no pills, it's no scalpels. It's just your own body's biologics treating you and helping heal you. So find out if you're a good candidate. Go to qckinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. They have offices all around Central Ohio, so be sure to go and check them out.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
The dog days of summer are the best days to save at Coughlin Chevrolet. Lease a new 2026 Chevy Equinox, only $259 a month. New 2025 Silverado, lease for $359 a month. See our full inventory at CoughlinChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
Coughlin has the car for you.
36-month lease with $39.99 due at signing, plus tax, title, and license. 10,000 miles per year, 25 cents per mile over. See dealer for details. Ends 9/2/25.
It's hot out. Stay in the house and cool yourself with the sweet sounds of The Fan. You can watch on YouTube or tell your smart speaker to play 97.1 The Fan. It's the equivalent of putting ice cubes down your pants. All right! The Fan.
You know, it's not the shoes. It's what you can put in them that makes all the difference. Hey, it's Anthony. I've been a customer at the Good Feet store for a while now, and I'm all about my personally fit arch supports. They support my feet better than all the insoles I've jammed into my shoes over the years. And my Good Feet arch supports help me in a ton of ways, from overall support and balance to stabilizing my heels and the fact they distribute my body weight, especially when I'm golfing. I literally have spring in my step now. Check them out for yourself. The free fitting is designed to help them understand you, your pain, and your discomfort. It's simple. Just stop by the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway or Stringtown Road in Grove City. You don't need an appointment, but you can certainly schedule one very easily online. Get back to living the life you love with the Good Feet store. For more than 30 years, they've taken great pleasure in helping thousands discover the comfort they've been dreaming of, just like me. Get professionally fitted at goodfeet.com.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Tell the Truth with Rothman and Ice.
Sponsored by Window Nation. Get 50% off all window styles, plus no interest until 2030. Visit windownation.com now.
All right, TLC, before we get to Tell the Truth, did we have a winner?
Yeah, and I got a new favorite listener.
Oh.
I'll tell you that right now.
Uh-oh.
So Phil in Baltimore, Ohio.
Okay.
I had to look that up.
It's a real place.
I know. I'm from Dublin, so I'm northwest.
Yeah, you don't go that far south.
And so no, it's east.
Southeast.
Yeah, right, east.
Southeast.
So
it's towards my way.
Yeah.
It's, So out there by Buckeye Lake.
I love that you claim Pickerington now.
What did he say? My way?
Yeah, talk about it. You know, a couple Pigtown boys in here. Come on.
Because DeVere's technically from like way south.
Right.
Yeah.
He's a Lancer.
Yep. I'll take it.
So Phil in Baltimore won the tickets.
Let's go, Phil.
And he also said, hey, by the way, you were so right about that kid umpire.
Shout out to Phil.
I mean,
thanks for listening. That made his day.
Get out of here.
Yeah,
kid.
my man. Yeah.
I wouldn't tweet it though.
Well, you missed out on 104,000 likes.
Let's go.
Oops. Shout out to you, Phil. Thanks for listening, man, and looking forward to seeing you next week.
I'll gong myself for that.
I love it.
Thanks, Phil.
How many new followers did you pick up from that virality?
Close to 100.
Let's go.
So percentage-wise, that was a big uptick.
No doubt.
Listen.
Now, if I had more followers to start with, then it wouldn't have been that big of a deal.
Say more controversial stuff.
You know what? That's the currency right there.
Oh, man.
But thank you to Phil.
Yep.
He said he was telling all of his buddies, and a few of them started following me on Twitter because of it.
There you go.
So the people of Baltimore, Ohio, really hate child umpires, too.
All right, what do you got, big dog?
All right, tell the truth. Are tattoos attractive on women?
Truth. Yeah, for me they are. Absolutely. Like, I'm in on them. Yeah, I really don't have anything bad to say about tattoos at all. Because a lot of times, too, I like to ask people about their tattoos, male or female, because they tell a story for a lot of people. But, yeah, the females that are tatted up, I can work with that.
I'm in on no tattoos, too.
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Yep.
You know, but, yeah.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I knew he was going to cover his bases at the end of that.
Yeah.
Well, what else was I supposed to say? I'm in on all of it. It works for me. Whatever you want to do, go ahead. I can rock with it. As long as at the end of the day, you're a good person. I don't care what you do with your body, man.
You're down with
face tats. You're okay with that?
Double sleeves.
If you are a good person, I'm good with it.
There it is.
I'm good with it, man.
Stop.
What? I'm being honest.
You going to take her home to Toledo?
Oh, shoot.
Huh? Taking her home to Toledo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably. Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
I pay for Twitter.
It is National Chocolate Pecan Pie Day. What are some of your go-to desserts?
Depot.
Last week was also Lemon Meringue Pie Day. A lot of pie lately.
No. I've never met a day that I'll say no to a cookie, good chocolate chip cookie. Just like, nah, I don't want chocolate chip cookies.
No.
I'm going to say yeah. Worldwide, anywhere, probably 374 days of the year, I'm saying yeah to a chocolate chip cookie.
374. Yeah, that's always a dub for sure. Snickerdoodle cookie, always a party for me. Like, I love a good Snickerdoodle cookie. Oh, man, yeah, you just pair chocolate chip. You could do so many different things, like making your own ice cream sandwich with a good homemade chocolate chip cookie.
A
Come
pizookie.
on, man.
A pizookie.
Yes.
Another way.
Well, my only beef with the pizookies is you have to eat them at a pretty quick pace, right? Because the pizookie comes out in that warm skillet. The cookie's in there, and then if you put ice cream on top of it, then I don't really like when the ice cream melts that way because I feel rushed. In the same way I feel rushed sometimes when I'm eating cereal and it gets soggy. Like honestly, sometimes what I do is I'll have the ice cream in one bowl and my warm chocolate chip cookies in one. That way I can just go back and forth.
Well, you know it's going to the same place out the same way, right?
Sound like my dad.
Okay.
My dad used to say that all the time when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I would eat. My dad would have. We'd have like chicken and applesauce and broccoli and like all. And he would just like on one spoon just have it all in one. And then he would always say like, "Son, son,
he has a good palate.
It's all going to the same spot." Man, I don't know. That doesn't work for me. I don't want that. I don't want that concoction
my son's like
you got
that.
going
He
on.
doesn't like the food to touch. Yeah. That is a microcosmo.
So Culver's has a few limited time flavors for their concrete mixers. The 3 limited time flavors are Cocoa Puffs, Lucky Charms, and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Any of those sound appealing to you?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch sounds elite. Just elite. Like late night. Go get that. Because I want to be adventurous. Cinnamon Toast Crunch mixer? I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with the cereal.
I'm out on the Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, I'm good on Cocoa Puffs. I don't like that as a
Lucky
cereal.
Charms, though, and Cinnamon Toast Crunch in your ice cream. I think I'm down to try that.
I'll even try a Captain Crunch one.
Like the crunch berries, maybe with the berries.
Yeah,
I'm envisioning a bowl of vanilla ice cream with cinnamon toast crunch on it. That works for me.
Okay,
that works for me with a little caramel on top of that thing.
Yeah.
I've never done this though with cereal. Have you?
Like cereal and ice cream?
Yeah, I've never done that.
Yeah, I'm not fat. I've big back that much.
That's
My
fine.
back has been that big.
I need a big back and some more, apparently, because
I went to the food truck festival. I was big back in last weekend.
Listen, I went to the food truck festival a few years ago and got some Jamaican jerk chicken sliders.
There it is.
I went back for another round. After that, they were that good. Food truck festival was always a good time. Sorry, I got a little distracted because I'm just now seeing this coming down that Lamar Jackson left Wednesday's practice with a wrist and hand injury. So something to monitor out there. So sorry, my mind was just all over the place.
Guys are getting carted off and practicing the next day. It's
never know, man. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
But I'm with the cereal and ice cream thing. You can do it from all angles. I'm with that.
Blank. Let a naysayer know.
Jalen Milroe lied to you, just so you know. When you have your headphones on, are you listening to more of music or podcasts?
I feel like I have a very healthy balance. When I'm at even when I'm at the gym, I can do podcast stuff at the gym. I'm good with that. Sometimes I'll throw some R&B on at the gym. I know a lot of times people need like some rah music to really get them going. But yeah, I can do both. I'm good with that. Pods or music.
Yeah, I'm going music in the gym.
Music in the gym?
Pods for driving. Pods for long trips. Music in the gym.
Gotcha.
Let's see if you remember this, Ice.
That's a clown question, bro.
That is Bryce Harper, I believe.
Yes, it is.
That is.
That's how his voice sounds?
That was when he was young, though, right? Yeah.
That's a clown question, bro.
Do you know the context of that?
It was free agent related? What was that?
So he was a 19-year-old rookie, and the Nationals were taking a trip to Toronto to go play the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
And the rules are a little bit different in Canada.
Yep.
And so he was asked by a reporter, again, at 19 years old, hey, you're going to Canada. What's your favorite beer?
It's a clown question, bro.
That's a clown question.
He has always been ready for the smoke.
Question, bro.
He did that at 19 years old, and we just had a story recently to where apparently the commissioner of the league, Rob Manfred, tried to go
GTFO
into the Phillies locker room, and he told the commissioner of the league, Depot, to get the F out of here. So Bryce Harper doesn't run from the smoke, to say the least. Depot, appreciate your time as always. TLC, great job on the board, folks. As always, we love you. Stay safe out there. Common Man and Timmy coming up next with Scotty Vegas in with Timmy right here on The Fan.
Catch T-Bone and Tyvis weekday mornings from 6 to 9. If you're not completely satisfied, we'll rewind time and erase your brain. For real, The Fan.
I can't wait to meet her. Oh my gosh.
Put your hands together for new Dr. Pepper Blackberry and Dr. Pepper Blackberry Zero Sugar.
There she is! Woohoo! Yeah! It's full Dr. Pepper!
With sweet blackberry flavor!
Dr. Pepper Blackberry, I'm obsessed with your succulent taste. Please marry me!
No! Marry me, or I'm gonna freak out!
Try new Dr. Pepper Blackberry.
It's a pepper thing!
Imagine what it would feel like getting tackled head-on by a 240-pound linebacker. You'd be in serious pain, right? But if you're unbuckled in a car crash, at just 50 miles an hour, you become a deadly projectile that can slam into other passengers with 8 times that amount of force. Don't let someone else take the hit. Buckle up and visit buckleup.ohio.gov to learn more. Brought to you by ODOT and ODPS.
Hey friends, Beamer here. Summer's winding down, but you know what? There's still time to drop 20 with Awaken 180's 20-pound summer slim down. That's how I got started, 20 gone fast, and it propelled me straight to my goal of dropping over 75 pounds. You'll still eat, drink, enjoy summer, but the scale's finally moving. Then you finally hit fall with some energy, confidence, and clothes that actually fit again. Awaken 180's coaches, they keep you on track so the weight stays off. You can go to awaken180weightloss.com to start your first 20 now and finish summer on a win streak.
Hey, it's Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, I just had the greatest day today. One of our customers in Delaware literally happy cried. Her new windows just completely transformed her home. It was just magical.
Oh, so you like magic.
Well, that's not what I was saying.
Is this your card?
Wilson, you didn't even... Okay, sure. That was my card.
And magic.
Get the windows that can change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. It's the last month for the Golden Opportunity Sales Event. That means you get special APRs with 3.99% up to 60 months on their most popular models. Lease payments as low as $419 per month. Also, plenty of pre-owned L-certified vehicles are on the lot with rates as low as 5.75% for up to 27 months. Jermaine Lexus, 2 locations to serve you, Dublin and Easton. Check them out online, JermaineLexus.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at RunyonDentalGroup.com. That's RunyonDentalGroup.com.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to My Computer Career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu. My Computer Career, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Hey guys, it's Timmy Hall, and I want to talk to you about the roof over your head. You know that thing that protects your house and everything in it? It's pretty important, and a lot of you are going to have to replace it soon, but be warned. There are companies out there that skip over the biggest part of the process, the attic ventilation. You see, if that attic doesn't have proper circulation, it can cause problems such as mold and rot. You got rot, and not to mention leaks in the wintertime and higher AC bills in the summer. This is one of the reasons I'm telling you about my guys at Victor's Home Solutions. They start with a free 21-point roof inspection, including a thorough inspection of that attic as well. They know that if that ventilation isn't right, that roof's going to be built on a shaky foundation. That's why every Victor's roof comes with a well-thought-out attic ventilation plan, and that's why they can offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. Money-saving discounts and financing incentives are also available. Call for your free 21-point roof inspection and get that estimate today. 866-VICTORS or go to victors.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can